Hey, what's up, dude?
Yo.
Hey, what happened to your homeboy Mark, dude?
I don't know, man. I can't find him. Yo, we need to send out a search party. I feel.
He won't even. Oh, he apologized. He says he's coming, so he's coming.
He's always
Sorry.
coming, bro.
I know, dude. Busy dude. Busier than I am, apparently. Busier than both of us.
Well, yeah, for sure, me.
What
100%
you been up
for
to,
sure,
man?
me. What's up?
What you been up to?
You know what? Honestly, I've been organizing a lot of my stuff as of late. I have a lot of time now, obviously. So
Hey,
I've been
look at
going
this.
through all my stuff. I've been like clearing out my room over here. Yo, there he is.
What up?
Welcome to the
good?
party.
Sorry. I saw
Well,
Rob's
welcome
hat, so
in.
I had to go change mine.
Sorry, it's the newest hat I have, so I had to wear it today.
Dude, it's so nice.
It's very cool.
Should I turn my camera? Did I do it again? Am I the wrong way?
No, you're
I don't
good
know.
right now.
When we get everybody on, I don't know what it's gonna do. So,
Rob, you seem a little pixelated though, bro.
am I?
Yeah.
Are you?
I can't tell. My end looks fine, so I don't know.
Sorry, I interrupted your story, Bobble.
Oh no, what I was saying is just I've been going through all my stuff, and I obviously I have like a bunch of like doubles and triples and quadruples of a lot of stuff. So I'm actually gonna, I guess, be downsizing, you could say, even though it's not really of a downsize type of a thing. But yeah, I'm gonna be moving a lot of pieces here pretty soon. Hopefully I'm able to make a lot of good sales, if not even trades, or at least find some of these bobbleheads a good home. But I now that I've taken like the majority of everything that's in this room out, and then just kind of been sorting through everything and just kind of reorganizing, categorizing all that stuff, like I realized like fuck man, I have way too much stuff. And then on top of that, so there's a couple of people that I help out, and I grab their bobbleheads while I'm at the game and stuff like that. I've had bobbleheads for like months on end, so I'm like, all right, you guys got to pay for shipping. I know it's been way too long, you know. So there's like a lot of people that I DM'd today. I'm like, all right, dude, that's it. I'm shipping your stuff out. I can no longer hoard your guys' bobbleheads. So it's been a pretty interesting day, but a very very productive day. I've cleared out a lot of closet space, so I'm very very proud of myself.
Nice.
I'm proud of you, bro.
Yes,
I am
sir.
too.
Thank you guys.
Good job,
Oh,
dude.
I can move back and do activities now, man. I seriously was not able to like move around in this room at all, and now I'm able to like move around and do little dances and shit. So maybe I can do my TikTok dances back here.
I'd like to see that. I'd like to see a lot of TikTok dances from you.
That'd be pretty cool.
I'd like it. Toasty
I like
says
it.
free shipping. I don't know what he's shipping. But
Nah,
free
fuck that. Hell no. Why am I gonna eat the cost?
shipping.
If I went out there already, like drove to the stadium, paid for parking, paid for gas, spent my time out there, bought whatever I needed to buy at the stadium for myself and my family, copped your bobblehead, and you still want me to pay for shipping? Nah, I'm cool. Toasty got free shipping on the Lowrider School bobblehead though, so he shouldn't be complaining.
Oh, okay.
Nobody else is paying.
Boys, you guys want to bring our guests on since we have 3 guests?
Yeah, let's do it.
You want to do it? You guys ready? They're all
Let's
there
get
and
it.
everybody's
Let's get
ready. It looks like we got everybody's thing. All right. So everybody knows Bobblehead Boys. Everybody probably on the Bobblehead Boys website on the on the Facebook groups and
group.
everything else. Am I still pixelated?
You're better.
You're better now.
Okay. All right. Well, let's bring everybody on here. There's Alex. There's Garrett, and let's get
Wow.
Eddie on there. What's up, dude? What's up, everybody?
What is
What's
up?
good?
What's good,
What house?
dude?
What's up, boys?
This is fancy.
What's up,
I'm here. I don't have a beer. I wish I did. I just have a water.
I thought you had a beer earlier.
I'm with you, Alex. I got water too, bro. You good?
All right, man. At least I'm not alone.
I was today years old when I learned there was a third bobblehead boy.
We like to keep things, fresh. Keep things, guessing. So,
That's awesome.
which one didn't you know about? This one or me?
Yeah, my apologies, Alex. I didn't know.
I'm in the background, bro. I just do the footwork.
I can see that. Yeah, someone's got to carry the group.
Big Al, he gets around, man. He could pop up in your town at any time. He really does.
That's awesome.
You get out here on the West Coast much?
I have, but every time I go over there, I miss every Oakland A's are always out of town. The Warriors are out of town. Everybody's always out of town. Giants are out of town. Last time I was in that area, and then when I was in LA last time, I went to the Chargers game, but there was no bobbleheads.
Yeah.
Right.
What football team does give away bobbleheads? Does any football team do giveaways?
Detroit did a few this year.
Yeah,
Really?
Lions. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
They had a golf, right? Jared Golf, or who was it?
Yeah, Jared Goff. I think there was an Amon Ra, a couple other ones.
I didn't know that.
Maybe the coach. I think they did a Dan Campbell.
That's tight. I had no
Yeah,
idea.
for football.
Huh.
Football doesn't really need to do.
No,
No,
I agree.
giveaways. The Raiders used to have. I've gotten a couple bobbleheads from Raiders way back in the early 2000s, but they weren't like team giveaways. They were like sign up for a credit card with Capital One, and we'll give you a Tim Brown bobblehead.
I didn't
Yeah,
know
that's
that.
not bad.
The Dolphins did a giveaway. I don't know if it was last year or the year before, and they did it to like a certain section only. That was it.
Huh.
That's
So
weird.
I don't know if it was like one of the store type bobbleheads, like a Foco bobblehead or something. I'm not sure.
That's interesting.
I try to get up there, but
Do you guys might know this because college football is huge in the South. Do you guys know of any college football teams that do it?
Alex, show him maybe that one. The
What?
FAU. How did you get that one?
oh yeah, like I have these mascot FAU, Florida Atlantic University.
Yeah.
That's a
'cause my
giveaway?
daughter started going there, so I started trying to collect these. But there's like 20 of these, man.
I know
Really?
UCLA does something like that out here too with their mascot bear. I collect all the UCLA ones.
I've probably got 5 or 6 Cal Bears ones,
Mm.
and
They have a
they
giveaway.
do like 3 or 4 per season. So there's actually a really cool Marshawn Lynch. If you guys haven't seen that, Google it. It's when he played for Cal, he did he goes around in a golf cart, and they did a bobblehead of him in a golf cart, and that's a pretty tough bobblehead to come by, and it's not cheap if it pops out.
Right. Most of the ones down here are pretty cheap, and even like I'm pretty sure. I think there's just a football one. It's the coach, Morris, right? And then
Oh, dude, yeah, that's the baseball coach. They do
Oh,
have
baseball coach.
the
And they have
Larry
the-
Coker.
yeah, they have the Larry Coker, and then they have like Shane Larkin, but that's basketball. There's not many football ones.
Remember over COVID time a while back, I stumbled across these Calvin Johnson bobbleheads. Those were a giveaway for Georgia Tech football a while back too. It was like that catch whenever he was all the way vertical sideways, like coming across the middle, and then it was like one of these, like it was like on a string, like on a little stick. So he was like basically off of the base and everything. It was cool.
That's tight, dude.
Hey,
The college do pretty good at it.
So real quick, I know we kind of just jumped into it. We got a little bit ahead of ourselves.
My bad.
But if you guys can you guys introduce yourselves? We know you guys as the Bobblehead Boys. I know a lot of viewers here may not know who you are. And for those that don't know who you are, let us know how the Bobblehead Boys got started and what you guys are about, man.
Start Ed.
Ed Ball, you got this thing kicked off.
I'm not a man of many words, but Garrett, and I came to when he first had him, and he told a story where one day he would collect bobbleheads, and one day he took me to a bobblehead, and that was what was it, Gary? We just looked up. It was 2015, and it was
It was September 25th, 2015.
I'll never get rid of this bobblehead. It's the Billy McFly, right? It's one of the coolest pieces I have. So
That's tight.
ever since then, it was a special team ticket night. Ever since then, like we started going to every single bobblehead giveaway for the Marlins, right? And then I got on Facebook. I'm like, I'm trying to expand my collection. So I get on Facebook and I go crazy because I start seeing every single team has a bobblehead page, and there's so many bobblehead groups out there. So we start joining them. We start trading. We start we start expanding our collection. Now we're leaving Florida bobbleheads and we're collecting from Cali, from Milwaukee, from everywhere. All over the country. And then I started I started to look at these bobbleheads, and from each bobblehead page, I'm noticing, hey, this is what I would do different. This is what I would do different, or I wouldn't enforce this so much, and I would keep it less drama free. And I just started seeing, thinking about all these things. I'm like, hey, why don't we just start our bobblehead page? It's a hobby that we're starting to really pick up on and like, and that's where the Bobblehead Boys came about. It was just that I made a page to make it a little bit different than all the other bobblehead pages, and since it's worked great, and I've been able to do that with my best friends.
That's awesome.
So you said to make it different. So what is different about it? Like what do you guys do? I mean, I could feel the vibe and everything else, but what do you what's the culture of it that's different about it? You said.
Yeah, like what separates you guys from every other Facebook group out there?
I feel like we're very good at listening to the followers, listening to the people. Like kind of like, I guess a good way to put it. Let me get my hands out of the way. A good way to put it is kind of what you told me earlier. Like, oh, the Bobblehead Boys. Who does that entail? And it's like I look at everyone that joined our group really as the Bobblehead Boys, because that's us. And even if you're on the other side of the country and you go to a game, you're part of the Bobblehead Boys. We always, you're welcome to post in there. You're the first one. They can get a Raz off if you want. We don't ask for anything, obviously. If whenever it's shipped and tipped, if they want to throw something at the guy who runs the Raz, that's on them. But we try to play it in a cool way, and I guess kind of take out the stressful part of the bobblehead game.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. I get it, dude, because the feel is different, the vibe's different, and everything else. And you guys do real good on that, like the Facebook Messenger thread or whatever they call that thing, where you guys, the hottest bobblehead or whatever you guys got running.
Oh yeah.
I like that. You know what I mean? Like, and the vibe, the less click feel, is not much of a click feel in there. You know what I mean? Like, it's more open and a lot more inviting and stuff. So I like it, dude. It feels good in there.
Another thing that we try to stay away from, and not to anyone, like, I love the topic you guys were talking the other day about retail stuff. And Alex is always the one like, oh, don't fall into the retail stuff, and not to put him out there because he's a big SGA guy, stadium giveaways. That's really what got us together and out at the stadiums, having a good time, bringing our families, bringing friends, taking people that don't care about bobbleheads. Oh, I'll buy you a beer so I can take your bobble and stuff. But like, we don't necessarily dislike FOCO or dislike retail or anyone that, like, it's not a bad thing. I feel like when we started, we allowed so much to happen, and a lot of people started like clogging up the thread with constant FOCO posts, or like certain guys that at the beginning helped us out. We would let them post more and stuff. But at the end of the day, we've kind of navigated this path and found our way, and I'm happy with where we come. Like, we fought with each other, we've been upset with one another, we've tried our hardest to go out there and make amends of it with other people whenever we do the broken bobbleheads to customers and people that that ask for things. But no one is perfect, by no means. But I look at us three, and then I see you three over there, and I'm like, I was telling these guys earlier, I'm like, it was so hard for us all these years. We were looking for people like us that are actually genuine people that are in the bobble game, and we came across, and not to put, there's no one specific that I'm thinking of or saying, that's not it at all, but there's so many assholes out there. And to see three guys like, the three of us, it's refreshing.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, dude. You have to weed your way through. I mean, like anything that you get into, you know what I mean, even work or whatever. You have to figure out, you know what I mean, like, you know, just trying to work your way through everything. But I can see a couple 3-footers behind Eddie back there, so I know there's not all SGAs on that stuff. I see
And
some big
Alex has that
ball.
the 4-foot Snoop, right?
yeah, and then the 4-foot Snoop too, dude.
Undisclosed location. But I got this one.
That's
I got
tight.
this one on me.
Oh, the 18
And I
inch.
got the little one too. Right here.
That's
Check you
right.
out, man.
I got a good one
Is that-
for
That one's up for Raz, isn't it?
The big
No,
one.
the
the
3-foot.
big one is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How's that filling up?
I think there's like 100 spots still. It's kind of slow. But it's cool. I mean, just test and see. It's been a while. I think COVID kind of pushed the Raz thing a little bit more than people kind of wanted or normally do. Like, I don't gamble or nothing like that, but I was on a lot of Razes that I normally probably wouldn't even be into. But so I don't expect much, but I do it more for the page and like just try to get things out there that people haven't seen that much or won't have an opportunity to see if maybe I don't find it or present it. So I try to go out there and find stuff.
You guys
You know,
are good
it's,
with content.
I know we're still like in the middle of like introductions and everything, but before I forget, like the thing that I remember about your guys' page more than anything was it started like during COVID, right?
Yeah.
At least that's when I found it. I think I found it right at the beginning, and you guys were doing a lot of like, I don't remember if they were Razes or if they were, I think they were, but you'd show like, 10, 12, 15 bobbleheads, and then whoever won got to pick.
Oh,
whatever. And you guys had an Oakland A's sugar skull, which I had, but I was like, damn, dude, it's been like months and nobody's chosen this Oakland A's sugar skull. It keeps showing up week after week, damn it.
Yeah.
So anyways, I thought that was funny, but because it is actually a really good sugar skull.
Yeah.
But, I just remember that about your page. It was always there.
Yeah.
Dude,
So what is-
hey, Alex has one like that. He's seen this one. I know, Alex, you can't even keep a straight face. If he ever sees that PK Subban bobblehead, I'm about to buy it for him for his birthday. He hates that bobblehead. He's seen it rise for like a year straight.
Bro, I swear to God.
You should
That's
have
the worst bobble
stuck it
ever.
in someone's box and shipped it to him.
I know. That's good. That's a good.
That's funny.
So what have you guys learned from, the struggles of running the page and everything like
Mhm.
that? Like, what have you guys learned? Because obviously you're gonna run into different things, and you're fairly new, but I mean, you guys have been around collecting. I mean, a couple of you for a long time, and but what have you guys learned from running the page?
I think that because we try to keep a lot of the dramatic stuff off, and we kind of monitor the page pretty well. We don't let a lot of stuff just go on. We don't have to deal with as much stuff or people getting scammed out of their money or disrespectful comments or even if it's private messages. If somebody has a problem, we usually handle it pretty quickly, and we don't really care who it is, so because we gotta care about everybody, not just one person.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of deliberate like the Jedi Council, bro, and we get together and we talk about these things to see what's fair and what's not fair, and we let people have both of their sides and present facts, like a court, because I don't want you to I want to do hearsay stuff.
Yeah.
Bobble court. That would be a cool show.
Yeah, have that up on
Awesome.
public on
Yeah.
YouTube.
You can't, hey, Alex, you can't say Jedi Council because Mark has no idea what you're talking
Yeah, no
about.
idea
He
what
hates
you're talking
Star
about.
Wars.
No idea what that is.
What?
Yes. He's not perfect. He has perfect hair, but that's about it.
I don't.
What is
I don't
this? What is
Well, I
this?
know that's the
then?
Mandalorian.
That's
That's why I sent it to you. I have no idea what the hell that is.
Thank you, brother. I love
No.
it. Thank you. I think it's sick. I'm the old school Star Wars guy though, not the
Yeah.
new stuff I haven't seen yet.
Yeah,
I've seen one Star Wars movie my whole life. That's it.
Yeah, they're good. I mean, they're not all great, but a lot of the older ones
No,
are.
they're all great. They're all great.
Yeah, I love them all,
I'm a nerd.
too.
I'm a nerd when it comes to Star Wars, bro. I'm a huge. They're all great, even the
Yeah.
bad ones.
But yeah, I mean, we just try to keep it like that, and also I think just trying to keep new content that's not only just Florida stuff because it gets pretty boring, you know.
Yeah, yeah, we run.
Skyville.
Yeah, Mark doesn't know Snoopy either, so I just want to
Sorry.
throw that out there so that. Yeah, you know, we run into that because you can see like we tend to get a lot of guests that have to do with Oakland and stuff just because it's people I know. You know what I mean? Like, or we know that we can pull on and everything else. So I know that when you're talking about like the Florida stuff, it's tough, man, because that's what you know, that's what you have readily available, and so I appreciate that statement the most. It's really hard. Are you guys the only 3 admins on the page, or do you guys spread out across the country, different admins?
It's just us really,
Yeah,
and we
we're
just
the-
have one guy that'll like run Razes really since, but so he's
He's
there,
good, John.
Tyler. He's good. He's helped us a lot when we needed him.
I'm in the same boat with you, understanding like we have LA and we have Dodgers and A's stuff like a lot, and I know we do, but it's hard. I mean, I keep pulling. I go to a lot of different people from all over the country. You know, when we got Garrett on the first time, yeah, that was the farthest I could get. You know what I mean? And we're a little bit later in the thing, but that was a big deal because we were able to get somebody from Florida or something like that, and then having you guys back on right now, it's a big deal because we're trying to build a relationship of everything that we can. I'll take anybody that'll come on and talk. But boy, I know what you're talking about with that, dude. That's a tough one.
Yeah, so
I want those arms you got, bro.
Oh yeah,
The
you like
Marlins-
that?
the Marlins ones, though.
They're getting a little beat up this year. This is the second year for them, so they're getting a little beat up. But yeah, I haven't brought them the last 2 games. It's been a big deal. I got to brush them back out, dude.
I bring
Get me
those
on
things
TV
to
a
the
lot.
game, bro. We'll bring a lot of attention to bobbleheads, you know.
Dude,
right.
I'm gonna try to. I think I'm gonna try to take him into the
What?
Giant Stadium. I don't
What
know if
happened?
they'll let me or not, but we'll try. I don't know. We'll see.
That could get dangerous.
I think Mark froze.
Yeah,
That's what I was looking at. I kept looking at Mark like
He
he's gonna
just-
say
he's
something
frozen.
because he got his mouth halfway up. I'm like,
He said, "What happened?" And he just froze. We like Mark like that better, guys.
Do you think they let like down in Marlins? Do they let people bring stuff in like that? You think
Like what?
like
Oh,
like the arms and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if like it's like a thing because
Nobody does it though. That's what I'm saying. If I
yeah.
get my hands on some arms, man, we in the map right away.
I'll have to work with you and make them, dude. I have to teach you how to make them. Be shipping be hella expensive.
Hey, man, I got 2 daughters and they like arts and crafts.
That's
there you
right.
go, dude. There you go.
One question I have for you guys, because I think we've only had 2 other people, maybe even 3 other people on the show that are part of like Facebook groups or admins. I'm like, I like Facebook groups, but I kind of stay off of them because how you said like the dramas and stuff like that, the things that do occur and do happen. What advice would you have for someone like us, like if we're trying to start a Facebook group or anything like that, and what drama, can we run into, and have you guys run into drama? I'm sure you guys have run into drama. It's just like it's gonna happen. It's bound to happen. But like with the other bigger like Facebook groups, have you guys had any issues that you guys wish to speak on? Or something that you can educate us on, so that say if someone did want to start a Facebook group, and how can we get to that point where you guys are at?
I would definitely say from my personal experience, get out there and see how things are, because going back to one of the reasons I've made a page, I got kicked out of a group for not knowing the bobblehead etiquette. You know what I'm saying? So one example was that I posted a bobblehead on eBay, for example, and I think I don't even know how to work eBay at that point, right? So this is I don't even know how to work eBay. I think I put an auction. It was one of the what are those movies that they have, like the Jobu?
Major League.
Major League, yeah.
Yes. So it was the pitcher, Ben. It was Vaughn, right? It was a Vaughn.
Yeah.
And I think I put it up for like very low. I didn't know how to really work the bid. It ended up selling, and I canceled it. And somehow one of I don't even remember how they knew it was me, because this is eBay and we're on a Facebook page, right? But I ended up getting kicked out of the Facebook page for that. And one of the things I found out was like, I ended up pleading my case and they let me back in. But at that point, I didn't even want to be back in. You know what I'm saying? But I understood that I had to learn the bobblehead etiquette. There is a bobblehead etiquette out there, and you want to first make sure you know that etiquette. And then once you're pretty knowledgeable, so you learn that knowledge from these, from seeing other people trade, seeing the comments and the threads and stuff like that. Once you're knowledgeable, you know, you can make that decision to open up a page knowing my number one priority is always, you know, about the members. You know, you got to protect your members as much as you can. At the end of the day, they also have to protect themselves because, you know, you're not going to go out there and help every single person when they didn't even help themselves. You know, they have to protect themselves as a buyer. You know, find out if they're legit. You know, send as PayPal as goods and services if you don't know the person.
Mhm.
I stress that out a lot because I see it on the other Bobblehead pages. I don't see it in ours as much. And some of the issues like those, you know, not knowing Bobblehead etiquette, you know, maybe making a commitment and then falling back on it, you know, that's something that could be looked. That actually happened to me recently. But knowing how things could be to me, I didn't even tell the guy anything. I haven't even messaged him back. But on another person might take that to the heart. Go to the admins. The admins might kick you out without even going to talk to you. And as the Bobblehead pages gets bigger, you know, it is harder to, you know, try. I'm sure it's harder. We're only at 1.2K members, but when you have 10,000 people, I'm sure it's gonna get, you know, it's gonna get even that much harder. But definitely, you know, taking some time on the Bobblehead pages and learning that etiquette and learning what the hobby is really about. I would definitely say, you know.
I think what makes a good page as well is the members, and we're the ones that know more. So instead of kicking somebody out, it's better to teach them. You can have a better page, you know, instead of because then you get a bad taste in their mouth about the hobby in general, about people, or even if they stay in, maybe they go to the next page and then they're bad mouthing you instead of, because you could have just helped them on something that's very little simple. And you know, I think we just all have to be nicer and realize that not everybody knows every single thing coming into the Bobblehead game. Just like somebody going into a car hobby, or like I've built BMX bikes. Like I didn't know every little thing or what parts were called, and instead of somebody being like, "You're an idiot," you know, they just helped me out.
So what do you guys? I was first of all, that's awesome that you have 1.2 thousand members.
Thank you.
That's pretty awesome. What do you guys feel is like what's the reason that the majority of your members are in your group? Like, do you think they're there for just looking for deals? Do you think they're there to show off bobbleheads? Because there's no way they're all active.
Right.
I think a lot of people, I think it's a combination of more buying, but like, yeah, some people like to show off their new stadium giveaways or their new Focos and stuff like that. But to rebound off the last question, like the one thing that we do in our group is we don't step on people's toes. Like we've even taken turns with other people when we have the same bobble as them and we go to the game and we meet up with them and we're weirdos. When we go out there, we like to have a beer and meet the people that are in our group and get to know them, because like I said, just to rebound off the other question, a big thing in the game is getting G2G. If you're good to go, then you can deal with a lot of people. And I remember whenever I first came in and people would be like, oh, I don't know, I never dealt with you. Who have you dealt with? And they would make me contact someone or even post my name on a page and has anyone dealt with this person? And I don't know. It's sometimes it's an uncomfortable feeling.
I remember when I didn't even know what G2G meant, bro.
Right. Well, I always think that's weird because if the person's not good to deal with, they probably would have been kicked out of the group by then. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I always thought that was a little. I get it in one instance, but it's like, but if that person wasn't good to deal with, they would have been gone. You know what I mean? Or and if you're new, then you're new. You don't have a record. So what is it? It's a little bit of a gamble there. So I don't know.
Dude, there's a guy right now that's burning people. He's been doing it since this bobblehead release. He got it. He got a picture somehow. I mean, he probably has the bobble, but he's telling people anywhere. I think he started at like 120 and he hit a bunch of people And then he started hitting people for like 100, then 80, and he's still hitting people now. And I can't believe that these groups aren't doing anything, and people are paying for it through like Facebook, and they think they're gonna get this Outcast Bobblehead. The first question I asked one of our members, a guy that we see at the Tortugas games a lot, Nate, he told me that he bought an Outcast, and I assume it was from that guy because he thought he got a great deal. And I was like, "Are you sure you're gonna get it?" And a few days later, there you go.
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah, you know what's it? So back in the day, I got burned several times, a lot of times on Facebook. That's why I stopped like buy. I like for me, it's like I have to meet the person in person. But then COVID hit, and then I started. I honestly would stay away a lot from like eBay as well. Same thing with like Mercari and like a lot of these because I just didn't trust it. But then I started like opening myself up more to it, and I do make a lot more. I started educating myself a lot more, and this is why I asked you guys also like as far as like what advice you could give us and such, because like for me, I've spent so much money, and I'm sure you guys have spent so much money in the hobby and just, trying to trade and collect. Not only just that, like the time that you guys spend, meeting people and like searching for certain bobbleheads and the conversations are going back and forth and all that stuff. Most recently I received the bobblehead. It was like an old Mookie Betts, like it was a minor league Mookie Betts bobble, and the arm came in broken. The guy he packaged everything perfectly. It was great. Like I had no issues with his packaging, but I told him like, hey bro, like this thing came in broken, man. And he was like, oh, just go through UPS and file a claim. And I'm like, what? And like a part of me wanted to be like, bro, I'm gonna hit up the admin from the group and let him know like you're being a dick. But then I'm like, you know what? It's a broken hand, like it's a broken wrist, it's a clean break. I can fix it, I'm sure. No, I probably can't, but still, like it's just like it's one of those things where I'm like, damn, man, like
I think a lot of times we've been saved.
You can't
definitely
fix
can't
shit.
fix it.
A lot of times we've been saved because we have extras of some of these bobbles, and like.
Okay, so
we
you
just
guys
send
might know the
another
guy.
one.
You guys might know the guy. This guy, and I'm not gonna out like his name, but he's been posting a lot in a lot of groups where he's like, if you buy 3 bobbleheads, I'll throw an extra one in for free. He has like a bunch of mascot bobbleheads, and he has a lot of different other. He has like a shit ton of bobbleheads.
Wait, let me ask you though. What? Yeah, is his name Garrett Epperson? What is?
I don't
What?
think that guy's on our page. I mean, I haven't seen any posts like that on our page. So.
Okay,
And I'm not on a lot of pages.
I
I
know what you're
gotcha.
talking about. And I'm
What's
not
your
gonna out him
expectation?
either? But you know what's funny? I just recently, because I know exactly what you're talking about, and I just recently had an interaction where I sent him some bobbleheads, and something was a little off about the transactions. When you feel something, right? And he got one of my. It was a Sebastian bobbles, and it was cracked at the. And I had a deal for him. He paid $22.50 basically for a Sebastian. Baseball. He has like the basketball in his hand, and he showed me that the ankles were cracked. I'm like, "What's your Venmo?" $22.50 back in your account. Keep the. I didn't even ask him about the bobblehead. He's keeping the bobblehead. You know what I'm saying? And it's obviously crack at it displays well, right? He was like, thank you, man, thank you. So I'm surprised, I would be surprised of, the response that he gave you, especially when I do see him out there a lot, and making, when I think a lot of deals, I would think he would have a little bit better customer service. I think I've had over 1,000 sales. Sorry, maybe the Corona's getting to me already, but I like to package well. And I can count probably how many bobbleheads I've gotten there, like, broken probably in one hand, and either I'm sending you another one if I have the copy, or you're getting your money back and you're keeping the bobblehead. Just I try to give that American Express service.
Yeah.
So you can come back. Those people, they're always gonna come back. So
Yeah.
always gonna come back. So I think that's more important than that one transaction, because you're gonna have 20 more transactions with that person.
Mhm.
So
You know what I tripped out on is like, so I purchased from him like 3 different occasions, and on the last one is when that happened. So I was like, I was bummed out, and then his reaction and what he responded to me, I'm like, that's kind kind of a dick because he was like, "Do you want to return it?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll return it. Just refund me my money." He was okay to do it, but he's like, "Just pay the shipping back." I'm like, "Nah, bro, like, you pay the shipping." No, I'm like, for me, it's like this is what I do. So in pirate ship can do this for you. So say if you send something out, you can buy a return label, and you can email that person that
Yeah.
return label and return the bobblehead. Right? Go ahead, it's all good. But the guy, he didn't even give me that option. He wanted me to go through like USPS and file a claim. I'm like, I'm not gonna do an insurance claim for a fucking $20 bobblehead. Like, are you kidding me right now?
Right.
Like, are you serious? Like, I'm not gonna go all the way to the post office or even spend 30 minutes online filing a claim, because like, and on top of that, I'm sure the claim would be declined because the box wasn't damaged, the packing was like remarkable. He packaged everything really great. It was just the bobble gods weren't on my side that day,
Yeah.
Um,
And if you get that back, it's gonna be in like 2 months.
Was that?
I'm saying if you get that money back, it's gonna be in like 2 months.
Yeah, and I was like, it was like whatever. It's like for me, it's like it's not worth going through all that the the loops and hurdles
Yeah,
and
defeat the
shit for a
purpose,
$20
and that's why
bobblehead.
we'd
I'm like,
rather
whatever,
just
man. It is what it
get
is.
the
I'll call it a
bobble
loss.
and get your money back. Is to have the person pay the shipping back. Now you would only get like $6 back probably.
Yeah.
So it defeats the purpose.
Yep.
And what do I want the broken bobblehead for? To glue it and try to sell it for $10 again, and it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I don't.
Hold
I
on.
can't. I have a couple in my collection, but me knowing that it's a little damaged, I don't know. I'm a sicko. Garrett collector is a weirdo. If it's like even the fingers missing or anything, I'm just like, I don't like it. I don't want it. I can get a new one.
There's a lot of times where it was like maybe the Clemente last year, Roberto Clemente last year. It was a minor league, or maybe 2 years ago, and some of them had like defects on the base. Just from the packaging, they were coming like cracked right here. Yeah. And I would send out the good ones, and I kept a bad one just because I didn't want anybody else to have that one. And I would just keep the ones that are kind of like messed up a little bit for my personal collection. I figured one day I'll just get it again, whatever. But I'd rather have somebody else have the one that it's not easily accessible for them as it is for me.
Yeah.
Or us.
Yeah, I agree with you. I like that.
Yeah. And as far as Facebook, I don't know how it works. We have the 1.2. And it says because you can manage your page, obviously, and it says we have 997 active members. I don't know what that's based off of, because I don't see. I mean, I see a lot of posts, and maybe that's based off of comments, maybe by the same people. But it says 997 active, and maybe the chat helps as well. That chat that for the coolest Bobble.
Oh yeah.
Maybe if anybody just likes stuff or.
Right, that's what I was thinking. Even if they view it, they log in and view it, it still gets active.
I mean, because I'm on your page and I like things from time to time, but I certainly wouldn't consider myself active.
Yeah, I don't see like 900 different names liking things.
Right.
The posts are not even getting up to 100 likes and stuff like that. But
yeah,
maybe if you're just going onto the page, then you're an active member. By going on and looking, at least if we're just ghost member over here, Mark.
I think that could
be.
It'll be encountered, bro.
Hey, I'm genuinely curious about this though, because I started a few months ago. I started a bobblehead group on Facebook. I've been in bobblehead groups for a long time on Facebook, but I've never really been too active, just because I just see too much stuff that kind of like some of the stories you're talking about. I've never experienced any of those because I don't dive in. I don't go that route. But I started a group a couple months ago, and now, in all self-accountability, I haven't really done shit to, market it or to post all the time. So that's part of the reason why it's not growing, and it's a very niche, select group, but it's not growing at all. Like, I would think that there'd be, on occasion, somebody requesting to join, and it's not happened. That doesn't happen either. So. That's what's super impressive about what you guys have done with your group, and so kudos.
I think too.
Appreciate that, Mark.
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate that. Do you, you know, and sometimes you got to ask yourself, how big do you really want your group to be?
That's true.
So let's ask you that.
I haven't.
Ballhead boys.
I don't care.
Sky
I'm really relaxed. I mean, whatever it comes to, we're gonna try to manage it. I think if it gets too unmanageable, then it has to become a point where you either close the group or just make it really even more private or more, I don't know, more credentials you would have to be on the page or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we are active. I mean, we get all the notifications. All of us get the notifications. So if Ed doesn't see it or Garrett doesn't see it, then I'll approve a member. But we'll go into the profile and we'll check to see how long they've been on Facebook and if they have how many friends they have. Because if they just made a profile last month, then it's probably a scam page.
Right.
Or somebody just trying to get in to look at something. But I'd rather not do that.
It is nice that I don't know how long this has been around, but I actually noticed it today, ironically. But now, I say now because I just noticed it, but Facebook will tag someone as new member when, I don't know for how long that lasts, but that is kind of nice, you know, in the hobby that we're in. Like if you see somebody either trying to buy from you or certainly it should raise a red flag if they're trying to sell and they're a new member and there's something fishy.
Yeah.
That's it. So that's nice that that's out there now, but they should make one that says G2G so the admin can tag the people.
Yeah,
We don't
that
have
would
to
work.
worry about that shit anymore.
That'd be nice.
Bobbles.
We gotta call
Dude,
Mark Zuckerberg, man.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Metaverse.
that there's a big bobblehead page out there. I'm pretty sure everyone's a part of it. They've done a good job from what I see. I would like to emulate them. They have like about 10,000 members, but not emulate them in the sense that I want to be anything like them, in the sense that their growth. I think that Eddie actually chose a really good time to start the page. And I used to do, believe it or not, it was like the trial runs of Garrett Collector way back in the day. Whenever those Oakland A's skull, like those razzes, when people would fill, and I would sit there, and I'd be in my pool or acting like a schmuck or something, and then I'd be like, oh, Eddie's filling it up, and he's about to run it. Go over and check who won.
That helps a lot.
The address, whatever. But you know, when you get that big, it is hard to monitor the members, and it's hard. Like for a while we wanted to get to that 1,000 mark. I mean, this is to throw little skeletons out of the closet. So we would add a lot of like any names, and you look and you're like, oh, this is a burner account from across the country, or I'm sorry, in another country across the world. And it's, you know, there's no need to have this in there. The last thing you need is someone to spam the page and cash out this or whatever. I actually got burned by an admin. And at one point he was a very active, he was an admin on $10 and under page. This is Alex's favorite guy, Al Chibi. I'll throw him right under the bus because I don't even know that's a real name. But he took a pair of shoes from me, 4 bobbles and $100, and he was supposed to flip it for like he was gonna customize the shoes, and I never, like, after a year I heard it was back and forth, and then I never heard from him again. And it was not scary in the sense where I'm worried about my identity or anything like that, but it was a little nerve-wracking to think like, oh, this guy was an admin on several pages, and he burned a lot of people like that for a long time. And that's what happens when you try to grow too fast. So I think we're trying to do it in a fluid way, and the more people you meet and the more positive, like being on this show, like I'm sure it didn't, you know, bode well for everyone's schedules, but I appreciate you guys doing the 10 o'clock thing. I know it's a little early for you, it's a little later for us, but the fact that everyone got on here, and you know, I see Trish in the chat, and Triple B and Jay that I met from you guys, and low key the chat's it's jumping off. I see you guys out there, and that's what it's about, is getting we want good people. We don't want just 10,000 people. We want 10,000 good people that are doing it for the right reason.
Well, I'd like to see you guys build, like, because you can, but build like a network or whatever, just like a normal group, but you know, with your influence on it and your control, obviously, what your goals are and everything. I think it'd be sick, dude. I mean, but I get it. You know what I mean? It's like I said earlier. It's tricky. What's the most common problem you guys run into?
Scheduling flights to go find bobbles out there, bro.
I like that. I like that a lot.
I don't feel like we have problems on our page, or we're stressed out. I mean, we've had a couple of issues and we've taken care of those people or those issues, and we haven't had many since that time. So, but
I didn't know like you have trouble with like people like you get like petty little things like you didn't ship in time or stuff like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
little garbage like that kind of stuff.
bro, I never thought grown people would like.
That's what I was wondering. That's what I was wondering.
One time we had someone, Trish put in the chats. This was I think the deepest something got is this guy. He tried to take from Trish, and we're not gonna let that happen. So not that it matters, but we were sitting here looking like, oh, if we're gonna come out of pocket probably and give her money back.
Oh wow.
If it doesn't work out. And this guy eventually, Eddie messaged him, I messaged him, and we, not anything too threatening or anything like that, but like, yo, you need to make this right. And luckily he messaged her and said, I'm going to pay you whenever I get the money. And he sent it back. But, we just try to stay away from that stuff. The toughest, like, real problem, like, other than stepping on toes and like, oh, this one sells. Like, because remember, there's all these Florida League bobbles and everything, and if someone gets one and they post it first and it's 30, and then I could be like, oh, I want to just sell it for 25, and now they slow it for 20, and then it's like bullshit like that, and like obviously the not shipping in time. But it's really been since I left South Florida, getting to bobblehead games as the three of us. That's I'm looking. I put all this stuff. I know you guys probably had questions, but I put these bobbleheads in front of us. There's only been 3 that we've been able to see
really?
in person together. This and Alcantara, but it's really been making content as the 3 of us.
Yeah. So how far away from each other are you now? Or you're away from them then, Garrett? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, they're like about 10-15 minutes from each other on a rough day, and I'm about 3.5 hours.
Oh shit, that's tough. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Wait, so Eddie, you didn't go to the Outcast game, right?
No.
What the hell, bro?
Eddie's gonna make it up because I'm not gonna make it to the Bad Bunny game, and they're going to Boston for Bad Bunny bobblehead.
Oh wow.
Okay, so
what? Go ahead, Mark.
No, I was just gonna say, why not, Garrett?
Because you know me, bro. I'm too attached to Chubbs if I can't drive. My mom is like dying. My mom's like, you haven't traveled in so long, Chubbs. He'll be there, and I'm like, oh no, I don't want it. I can't.
we got a request for Chubbs right off the bat tonight. Sky Dome already went looking for Chubbs too.
Oh man, he's in there with Suzette getting a little slumber, and I'm sure he's listening.
Well, and I didn't mean to skip over. Thank you guys for joining us tonight too. Like that, it's a big deal. I know it's late for you guys. I get it, and we try to make everything kind of work the best we can. But I honestly, sincerely appreciate all 3 of you guys joining us tonight. It's a big deal. I appreciate that a lot. It's a lot of work just to, I appreciate it basically.
Nah, thank you guys for having us.
Wait, are you kicking them off or?
No. They yeah. That's it, guys. Thanks everybody. See you guys next week. No,
like I got more
they said
dude.
no. They said Garrett was talking about how much everybody had to sacrifice to get on and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I wanted to, before I got too far away from that, thank you for.
All right, I got you.
Okay, now resume the show. All right,
okay, I got a question though. So, Garrett, congrats on 1 year on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
Oh, thank you guys for that. Cheers,
Garrett the collector.
What kind, like Alex and Eddie? If you're on Instagram, I'm not sure if
Frenchies, dude. Frenchies, bro.
I used to run the page of the Bobblehead Boys, but I know Garrett's better with that stuff, so I handed it off to him, and that's whenever you could see the difference.
Wow, you
Okay.
just pulled the
Content and
curtain
all.
back, bro. You never bring anything.
I think we knew it, dude. I think we knew it. Like, what the fuck?
Bro,
If
my
you don't
girlfriend's
know,
gonna go
now
in
you
there and be
know.
like, what the fuck have you been doing this whole time?
Well, I guess what my question is like, why aren't you, for Alex and Eddie? Why aren't you guys? Haven't you kind of gone over or adapted a little bit more to to Instagram? And then for Garrett, like, how's it been? How's your first year been there? Because for me personally, and I think Rob and Bobble Foo, we've echoed this over our year and a half, almost 2, I think, in doing this, is it's just a much more like fun, positive vibe on Instagram. So, although obviously very different, like, right? It's certainly different, completely different platforms. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if I have had too many beers or what, but
I'm on
does that make
Instagram.
sense?
I just don't have a bobblehead page on it.
Okay. You got the Pitbull page?
The micro bullies
Micro Boys. Okay, I
Yeah,
saw that
yeah.
today.
My bad.
and Frenchies too.
I
They're
saw
tight,
that
though.
today.
I-
Yeah, throwing it off.
I actually like Instagram more than Facebook. I'm more active on Facebook just because of the bobbleheads. Really.
Yeah, yeah.
But I've always been. I had a personal page and then I got rid of it because I wanted to concentrate like on the kennels and stuff more.
The business.
Yeah, so I only have that page now.
Okay. I get that completely because I think I have 3 Instagram pages plus my son's, who I don't let him
Right.
do much without me like patrolling it, and so that can be a lot in itself.
Yeah, I had 3 and I just told him take over the bobblehead one. I got rid of my personal one and then I just kept this one.
Okay. How about you, Eddie?
For me, I think I gotta learn more about it because I've only been out there personally with my Instagram page. I've never really explored the bobblehead world that's out there that I saw in Facebook, where I saw this huge market, like I was saying earlier, for so many bobblehead Facebook pages out there. So for me, it's just about, I never really started following too many pages, bobblehead pages on my personal. No, obviously I would probably want to create a bobblehead Instagram page, but I've never just gone out there and looked what's out there on Instagram. That's a valid. You got a good point there.
Yeah.
I got a question for Eddie and Alex. How do you guys keep up with Garrett?
Yeah.
We don't.
We don't.
You can only try to contain him.
Yeah.
We can't. All right.
Oh, dude, Alex was loving that 3-foot Cuban sandwich at the Marlins game. That was a lot. Suzette, she doesn't even eat. This is the groundbreaking. The first Cuban that doesn't eat Cuban sandwiches. And I couldn't get it out of her hand. She loved it. And Alex helped a little bit there too. So
Yeah.
they keep up with me good. Eddie had a nickname way back when, but that guy, he's long gone. Reckless Eddie. That guy he's been gone for years. So
Reckless Eddie.
Reckless Eddie.
Maybe he'll show up at Bad Bunny Bobblehead night.
Well, hey Mark, to answer your question on a second note, honestly, I love Chubbs to death, but I might have forced him to get in a luggage and go, and Suzette probably would have forced me to go if it was WWE Bad Bunny night. But since it's like just the bobblehead, we'll get it shipped to us. How good is Bad Bunny on WWE? Oh, dude, he's an outstanding wrestler. And he's the actor. He comes out, these guys are cheering for me, and then goes out there and gets his ass beat and then still wins. I love it. It's great.
Dude, what a talented man. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. I wasn't even a fan of his music, but his wrestling made me a fan of the music.
Him, and I hate to say it, but
Jake Paul.
What's the guy? Jake Paul, the guy that my kid.
Oh, Logan Paul. Yeah,
Logan Paul, whatever.
Paul.
The Paul brothers, whatever.
I agree. Mark said something to me in private. He's like, these guys don't know how to cut promos these days. They don't know how to get like nasty, edgy anymore. But dude, that one where him and Ricochet like went mid-circle
That was
and
awesome.
each other, that was like, it looks like an action movie.
Yeah.
that dude's good, man. He's a good wrestler. He's good on the mic. Like, he's got it all, and he's been doing it for freaking 5 minutes.
Yeah, imagine if Garrett Collector were to wrestle Logan Paul.
That's what I'm waiting for.
I heard it's happening.
You might need some juice.
A little bit more than prime energy.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, you cut a nasty promo the other day for Sunday Scaries. I was like, oh, this guy's filthy, dude. This is good. This is a good promo. I was pumped up.
Thank you, brother. Back in the day, actually, what this originated from, the one that Alex got was from WWE night at the Marlins Stadium, the one that he was wearing.
2016.
And we met Booker T.
Nice.
Oh, sick. That's tight.
It was
Nice.
sick.
Spinneroonie.
This one was live from Vegas. From Mexico. And sorry about that. I don't know what that source is. It's like I just took a shot at you guys. I don't know what the fuck that was.
Fuck Vegas, dude.
These
Fuck
guys are
Vegas.
talking so nice about me. What the hell am I saying that for?
Show's over.
But I got in Mexico, and I used to cut these promos for the Dolphins and wear the hood. And Bobble Sniper, he's a huge Dolphins fan, and he would always repost me. But that was like, to answer Mark's question in long, Garrett Collector's been a lot of fun. Suzette and Chubbs have been more than supportive. My friends up here, they've done a lot for me. My boss, of course, he's let me, skip out on some things and work the days I want so I can make it to the Bobblehead games in time, and even sometimes join me so that he can give me an extra bobblehead. So
Nice.
it's been a lot of fun, but the little stuff in the making, I wouldn't be here without these two guys next to me. Like, where is it? These two guys next to me.
He's cutting the promo right now.
They've encouraged every minute of it. Every minute of it, they've encouraged from the beginning. They were the ones that told me, yo, you need to get on the mic. You need to cut this. You need to do this. That's what you're good at. Let us handle the behind-the-scenes stuff. So, like I said before, I appreciate you guys having us on this. Every time I talk to you guys, whether it's behind closed doors, on the screen or not, it's a great time. And I'm glad, like, now we've all introduced and these guys join me, because I wouldn't be still doing it without them.
I love it, dude. I love it.
Amazing.
I didn't
Yeah,
think
so
it was gonna
collectively-
be this fun.
Huh?
What was that?
I said I didn't think it was gonna be this fun.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
You guys put something special together. You guys doing something special. I love it, dude.
So collectively, how many bobbleheads do you guys think each of you have?
Who's the
not
big
even as
collector and
much
stuff
as
like
Mark, believe it or not. Mark's Warriors collection is probably bigger than ours.
Really?
Yeah,
We're
but
like psychopaths. We like hit a wall with it, and then we're just like, all right, we're selling them off and restarting.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I just try to keep the Florida stuff and like rappers.
Okay.
It's
I
not
try to
if it's
keep the
crazy. If
stuff
not,
that
I'm gonna
hits
have
at
every
home.
Marvel bobble, every freaking movies,
Yeah.
Sandlot, and like,
Yeah.
I had to get a second job at one point. You know what I mean?
Who's the big Marlins collector around you guys?
Dude, Paul Cassidy. I actually, believe it or not, he spotted me. I was eating a chicken tender contest. They chose me 2 weekends in a row at the
That's
game.
badass. That's badass.
Dude, I'm
I'm
sitting
jealous.
there at the minor league game getting free tenders, but I'm getting beat by these young kids, and I don't even know if I have the same amount of tenders as them, or they're just stuffed in my box so
Dude.
they can see me eat.
Dude, I am so jealous of that. How that statement started. How that answer to that question started. I am so jealous of that, dude. That sounds amazing.
It was good. The first tenders, I'll be honest, I think they were from Huey Magoo's, which is a pretty good spot. And then the second ones were stadium tenders, but you can't cry over free tenders. But I looked at my phone and I had a message from he has all but like he's like you guys, like you NorCal. He's got all but I think 4 retail bobbles. Like one is like a Mickey and it's a Dolphins, but he has every sport Florida bobble, like Miami Dolphins, Miami Florida Marlins, and Panthers, and it's crazy. He's got an insane collection. He's as Florida guy gets with bobbles.
That's awesome.
Toasty wants to work with you over at your place, Garrett.
Come on by. It's tough work, but if you can manage some heat and moving furniture, it's a lot of fun. And I mean, hey, guess what? Here's the sell. You get to be with Garrett Collector all day.
Look at that. He's selling himself on that one. Damn. I
Hey,
love
the-
those
over there
jerseys.
now.
The Marlins, their stadium's got a pretty sweet bobblehead collection display, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm
You know,
trying to get in
one of the-
contact with them actually to see if I can trade one of the FAU bobbleheads that I have for one they have in there,
Oh, cool.
Wow.
or maybe give them like a 2-for-1.
Bro, you gotta get in there. You get in there quick because what they have, it's a great idea. But what they have is like, here I'm gonna use Sandy because he's already squeaking. But they have it, it's like on a sensor, so every couple of seconds it goes like this, and like it'll go like this. So some of the bobbleheads are like and like all beat up from all these years. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh,
It's
no
making me
way.
nervous.
I heard the Dodgers
Display
Stadium had one though.
shakes?
Yeah, it'll shake every few seconds to like show the bobbles actually shaking.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
and they add whenever they get the new stadium giveaways, they add them, and not just from the Marlins, sometimes from the other teams.
Wow.
This
So
is
it's-
a previous some owner's collection, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, I believe it was something
Okay.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Dodger Stadium. They don't have like what is it? It's called the Bobblehead Museum for you guys or something.
Yeah.
For the Marlins. So what the Dodgers have, I think, is like left field. Left field. As soon as you walk in through the field level, they basically have like a display of a lot of different rare bobbleheads. From
Oh, look at that.
aw,
A micro bully right there.
from a lot of different stadiums and stuff. And then they have a lot of like if you ever go into the suites at Dodger Stadium, they have a lot of old school like Nodders, they have Sams and stuff. They have like a lot of like rare pieces in the suites where I tripped out. I didn't even think they had bobbleheads up there, but they have like a bunch of bobbleheads like just scattered all over the stadium, which is pretty cool. Kind of like an Easter egg hunt.
That's cool.
They
Fool,
just
you
started,
had
like,
me
Hall
one
of
night. I was
Fame.
watching one of your Raz's, fool, and you were, or no, it wasn't a Raz. What am I talking about? It was a live Bobble show, and you were doing the Jackie Robinson Sams, and you were explaining it. I swear to God, I almost took out my wallet and started buying it. I'm like, yo, I don't even collect Dodgers. I need to slow down. You were like cherishing that. I'm like, yo, I might need this in my collection.
Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate that. You know, those sound pieces. So they're very, very fragile pieces, man. And once they break, that's it. Like the sand pieces are for a very unique collector. It's not for everyone. I actually have some Sam's pieces that I'm hoping I can get repaired, but it broke my heart when, bro. I'm telling you, like I barely like set them down. I literally just they were in a box. I set the box down, and I heard a click, 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 click. I was like, no, they're all clean breaks. But it's just like it's not ever gonna be the same again. You know, it's just like it broke my heart, and it's two of the most expensive ones of for the Dodgers. So like it broke my heart.
I have a
Don't
question.
ever buy a Sam's bobblehead if it's not in the box.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or yeah,
I have four
original
Sam's
box.
pieces without a box,
if they're gonna ship it, yeah.
and two of them I actually I ended up breaking, and I literally almost cried. I was just like, fuck.
Yeah.
But
I feel like I watched you break one. Did you like accidentally break one when we were like?
no, I broke my stupid mini big head while we are doing
Right.
Bobble Talk.
Oh, that
I was so pissed off at myself, man.
Oh, I'm thinking of when you opened the Catman, the first Catman, and it came.
Oh, that
broken.
broke my heart too, man.
Yeah, that was heartbreaking.
Yeah, that broke my heart. I paid a lot of money for that one.
Hey,
What? I have questions
Mark,
for you guys too.
did that what was it? The Vladdy's signature, did that come in?
yeah, I showed it yesterday. Thanks for looking at my page, dude.
Damn, what a shithead I am. What a fucking asshole. I am.
He's too busy running the Bobblehead boys, bro. That's why.
Because I
He's
was
too
in
busy
the
cutting
beginning, I'm like,
collector
yo, I
page.
almost slipped up and caught that freaking the Robinson from Foo. That was like you that night. You had to have it.
I got it yesterday, actually. I have a story about it that kind of goes with what we were talking about earlier. This is it.
That's
So nice. That's
So if you see Let me see. Which way is the
Do
camera?
you have an ugly signature? I can't. Hardly,
Yeah.
I thought so.
So if
There
you,
we
it's
go.
kind of hard to tell here, but and Skydome Bobbles, who may have gone to sleep by now, I'm not sure, but if not, hi, Skydome Bobbles. He pointed it out to me yesterday. He's like, because he's the one who talked about this and inspired me to pick it up. But he's like, hey, the 27 looks like it's a different color pen than the signature, and he's like, it almost looks like it was added in after the fact. And I noticed it obviously, like as soon as I took it out of the box. So I was like, damn, dude, somebody already. Oh, he's the only one that noticed, and I wouldn't expect anybody else to really pick up on that and say something. But anyways, I went back to the page, to the website that I bought it from. I forget what it's called, Guerrero Collectibles, I think, maybe something like that. And on the bottom of the page, it says like there's contact info, and it says call, text, email, whatever. So I texted, not expecting a reply within like 10 seconds. And it turns out that the seller, he's on vacation actually with his family in Mexico, but he replied immediately. And I sent him the picture, and I'm like, hey, I just have a question. Like, I'm not questioning the validity of this at all, but it looks like the paint, or it looks like the color is different, and it looks like maybe it was added later. And I sent him a picture of Skydome Bobbles, and I'm like, here's the difference. Like they're the same color exactly. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry about that. I want you to be completely satisfied. He's like, most likely there was a pen change, and that's when it happened. And which I do believe that, because if you look at the actual signature,
That's what I was thinking too.
It's kind of hard to see on the camera, but there is, like, you can see there's some streakiness on the pen towards the top of his signature. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if he said like, hey, I need a new pen, and that's how that happened. But the seller sent me photos. He sent me photos of Vlad signing a bunch of them. So that's not something that I doubted at all. But he's like, dude, I want to make it right for you. I want to make sure you love the bobblehead and that you're happy within your collection. So I'm on vacation until the beginning of August. But when I get back, I'll send you a few pictures of some of the other ones that I've got. You tell me which one you like the best, and I'll send it out to you. You send that one back, and we'll be all good. So, I mean, obviously, like, I'm good with that, like that works for me. Plus, he sent me all the photos of Vladdy signing him. So that was really cool. But yeah, I got it, and it's a smaller bobblehead. I'll show you.
That's the service that Bobble Fool needed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, it is small. I didn't realize that's small.
Yeah. So it's smaller. I would say it's probably like 5 inches. But it's made by Foco. It's really nice. Really good quality. Yeah, man, it's pretty cool. I mean, you can't get Vladdy's autograph for under $100.
Yeah.
I just looked at their website. None of on the website, there's no pictures that have the 27 on it.
Well, on the website, I don't think it shows any of them signed, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, does it?
I'll tell you what, Mark.
And I'm on his Instagram right now as well. It doesn't have the 27 on it.
For some of the stuff like with autograph cards and stuff, if it's a different inscription, I hate to be like, in the opposite direction, but it could be like a 1 of 1 if he signed it like that on that one, and then that's the only one like that,
I thought about that too. I mean, who knows? I may end up saying like, I don't want to deal with the hassle of sending it back, because it didn't. I wouldn't even say it bothers me, because I didn't even think twice about like contacting him until Skydome Bobbles was like, I bet you should see what he would do, and then sure enough, the guy's like, yeah, I'll exchange it for you, no problem. But yeah, who knows, dude? I may end up just saying, fuck it, I'll keep it. But it was just very good service. He's sent me he's been doing business with the Guerrero family for they have the same. They both have the last name Guerrero, so I thought maybe they were related. But Vladimir's from the Dominican. This Jesse Guerrero's from Mexico, or is Mexican. I don't know if he's from Mexico, but just super cool dude. Like very easy to work with, and I'm happy with the bobblehead. So who knows? But it's a cool piece. I'm glad I got it.
There we go.
I like it.
It was hard for me. I've been watching The Office. It was really hard for me when you said 5 inches, not to say that's what she said.
Dude, what's funny? What's funny is when I said it looks like 5 inches, I was about to say something along those lines, but I didn't say it. So it's funny how immature we are.
Yeah, there we go. Mike,
And I'm probably almost 20 years older than you.
there we go. That's why we match up well.
I have some quick questions, which Andy's not here no more, but I'm gonna shoot you guys some questions. But it's mostly gonna deal with the things.
Pepper these guys. Pepper these guys.
All right. So, what's the best Marlins bobblehead you guys think?
Great question.
Is it?
Probably the Billy McFly.
Yeah. Does the hoverboard bobble too? Like
No,
under his feet?
Yeah, but it
that's
hovers.
Yeah, but down
no
there, it's,
springs.
yeah. Okay, that's sick. All right,
That's
I
cool.
Like that. I agree with you on that one.
That-
I'll tell you what, the hardest one though to get was probably like Cody Ross. For some reason, his bobble is like impossible to get. The Dan Ugla, it for a while was very tough to get. It was like a little bitty car bobble, so it was like a toothpick bat. So some of them didn't come with a bat, but yeah, that one's the one that started the bobblehead boys. It's what got Eddie's collection started and dragging these guys to games.
What's that Pat Riley or whatever one you showed there, Eddie? What was that from?
It's unreleased.
So I only read about this, but supposedly there was.
I can put you on the big screen here, dude. Where you at?
Let's see, where we at?
There we
Supposedly
go.
only 200 of these made. Supposedly, because I don't
Wow.
know the truth, and supposedly they didn't give them out. It was only for season ticket holders, and I ended up making a big trade with Paul Cassidy, which actually I regret because I traded. I went with him to a Father's Day game, and I love the Marlins because you know what? Since our organization is like I don't know, there's not that many fans. You're able to meet the players a lot easier and either get things signed or things like that. But I forgot where I was going with this, but yeah.
It's all right.
It was unreleased. It was only 200 made, and I was able to get my hands on one with the.
It was a giveaway?
I don't know, Alex.
Oh,
What is it?
I don't
The
Pat Riley.
Pat Riley.
It was a part of a set, right?
Yeah.
So I think it was
100%.
like a sneaker or something,
Oh,
maybe.
yeah.
It's like NikeBasketball.com giveaway or something.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And it was Eddie House. The Pat Riley, I don't think they ever gave out. Brian Grant, he played on the West Coast a little bit.
Yeah, Sacramento Kings, bro. We drafted
Kings,
him.
Lakers.
And then it was, he's got them already. And Stone,
There it
which
is.
I hate.
Oh, wow.
in the morning. And Eddie Jones, he's a great guy. Eddie Jones is a great guy. And a Laker. Bobble Foo's favorite of the four, probably.
Was the Cody Ross, was it a minor league piece?
No. It was a Marlins bobblehead from the Florida Marlins, though, not Miami.
Mm.
He was in the black jersey and that bald head. It's just I see it every time I'm in I look at that Miami Marlins bobblehead museum, and I'm like, damn, that's one that really I never seen it in person other than in there. And Paul Cassidy's got it for sure.
Oh, look at that. Okay.
That's cool.
That's tight.
These are floating out there. If you guys want them, I could probably get them for you. This was the only one that's hard to get.
That's the one I wanted, though. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah,
Nah,
That's
Fu probably likes that. He's a Lakers legend, huh?
yeah, man.
That's right, dude.
He probably didn't even know that.
If it's not Kobe, then I'm good.
You probably didn't even know that.
So I guess that kind of leads into what's the best Florida bobblehead? Is it pretty much those guys right there, then, huh?
It's probably just this one right here. I guess.
That one.
I gotta love the man on the back of Garrett's jersey. I always loved his bobblehead. Like
Who's this?
I'll never forget
Jose
where
Fernandez.
Oh, yeah.
Like
See, I'm
I'll
a
never forget where
Dontre.
it was.
I'm a Dontrell Willis fan for Marlins because he's
Yeah.
from the Bay Area. So I
course.
love Dontrell, the D Train.
D
Dude,
train, baby.
he's sick.
That's funny, Eddie, that you say that you'll never forget where you were, because as soon as he showed as soon as I realized who that jersey was, I was in a hotel room across the street from Disneyland. Like, that's what popped into my head. It's crazy that.
Yo, honestly, okay, I'm gonna argue for a second.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I hate that bobblehead.
How could you not say one of these two? Look, first of all,
I like him.
If you like the Big Lebowski,
I just
I
don't
like
like
that
how much he
bobblehead.
loves it.
it's amazing. Look at that. Come
I
on,
love
the
it.
dude
I love it.
of
I like the
vibe.
I love that bobblehead.
There you go.
That is.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to work out a deal for the John Goodman, but that one, okay, I can argue with that. Maybe not that one, because it's, I don't know, it's more recent. But look at this one. Come
Yeah, I
on.
remember when that one dropped.
Savage. If I can get it in the picture here.
I remember when that one dropped.
Oh, it's in the picture.
There's a new WWE bobblehead coming out for the Cardinals, Garrett.
I already got it.
I
Yeah.
already got
One
it.
thing. One thing.
My
I
buddy,
noticed-
hey, if he's not in here, St. Louis Bobbles, thank you, brother. I know this is a big thing. He got me a ticket stub too.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
He's a great
Yeah, I
dude.
love that. I love that.
One thing that I noticed when we first opened up the page is that, like I mentioned, we started with Martin's bobbleheads, and I noticed there was a whole market out there. So I myself, as an admin, I started purchasing, trading for as many, for the group, as many as many teams I can get out there. And what I've kind of find out is that the bobblehead from time to time it changes. We're a huge raffle page at one point. Then we became a big selling page at one point, and now it's a mixture of things. So that's cool. That's always cool. But I forgot. I keep forgetting where I was going with this.
I'm following.
I like the story though. It's good.
Yeah. So,
That Ray Charles,
so-
is that still pretty expensive?
No, I don't think so. That's a fragile one though. That one we were a little worried about selling them and getting them out to people in one piece because they were breaking. I mean, even the Marlins
Just the piano
Museum had one and it was broken because that was a delay. That was like a year delay.
Oh wow.
But the Marlins Museum, the Bobblehead Museum, already had it in their casing all the way at the bottom shelf, and the piano leg was broken. And that's what kind of I already knew we were gonna have issues.
Dude, this one was it was 2 years delayed because it was delayed for COVID, and then they still gave out the George Costanza that you went to.
Yeah.
And then the following year I moved up here, and this was the first night that they met Suzette, my girlfriend, and we ended up doing the Ray Charles thing. They supported the blind, like the School of the Blind up there. It was awesome. That was honestly I mean, we've been to a bunch of games, but that was one of the better nights that I can remember. Not that they're all not great whenever these guys come, but it's tough. Like with the Tortugas, we got rained out when we got the Jeep Beach, and we got to chill. But I hate to see these guys get in the car and drive 4 hours and then, hang out for an hour or two and then drive 4 hours back. So,
Yeah.
when we get to spend time like here at this game, we were hanging out. We got to see Ronald Acuna. I don't know, I said it in my
That's
post,
tight.
but yeah, in a minor league game, he was just tearing up the ball, man.
Was that on a rehab
he bunted
assignment?
the ball off the
Yeah.
wall.
Rehab. That's awesome.
We didn't
You
even
guys-
know.
That's what I was.
You guys still have those T-shirts available with that on there? You guys are used to selling them. You were selling those shirts, right?
We never sold one, but guess what?
We
One's
never made
got
any to
your name
sell.
written all over it. If you can fit in a large or an extra large, it's yours. I'll send
Dude, I'll buy an XL from you.
It's
We
Rules
never,
yours.
me
we never made any to sell. We just made the ones that we had.
Oh, I was
Right.
jealous when I saw them though, dude. I'm like, dude, the Bobblehead Boys shirt, those are tight, dude.
I
was
think
jealous.
the one that maybe like at the end of the season, we might put all the bobbleheads that came out on one shirt.
That's
and
tight
do
too. I like
something
that.
You know
I
what
like
mean?
that too. If
And
you got one of those
pretty
Ray Charles around, I'll buy one off you guys.
You better
I
not.
just remember what I was gonna say.
What's up?
Is that what I've noticed when we first started the page is also that there was a market down here in South Florida that I thought that we could take over. There was actually one guy. He ended up going pretty south. He used to take care of all the bobbleheads, even all the way down to South Florida to the Marlins. And he was a pretty huge guy. Everybody knew him. He had a good following. He ended up going pretty south. Going pretty ghost on a lot of people. But I did see the market in Florida where not only can we take over the Marlins, be able to provide you all Marlins bobbleheads, but all the minor league teams that we have down here in South Florida that we can get to, which is awesome. So, and it's not just for our team.
Who are you talking about, bro?
Bro, who are you talking about?
What are you talking about, Eddie?
Are you talking about you wouldn't be you can't talk about a pelican, could you?
That's a good one. That's a good bobblehead right there. I wish we could have our own bobblehead. Not like I wish, because I really haven't done the footwork or even tried to do it. But I know if we did one, it would have to be a 3-headed monster. You know what I mean?
That'd be tight.
I might have to call Foco since they're good at making bobbles overnight.
It could be done.
Prepared to pay a lot, and it's gonna cost a lot.
I just put my cut into there. I tell them what it costs, and then I just add mine onto theirs, and I divide it. They don't even know.
Dude, believe it or not, these guys had a sick logo way back when. I was in hiding. Oh, I lost my phone for a second. I was in hiding, and these guys, they went all in on a super sick logo, I thought, and it had like Heat / Marlins colors, and it went cool. But
we went with the Pep Boys, but that's how we really got our name from. We saw that the Pep Boys are actually bobbleheads. Their logo. So instead of Pep Boys, we became the Bobblehead Boys, and that's where we kind of got our name from.
I like
That's
it, dude.
cool.
I'm surprised we haven't got canceled yet. You know what
For real.
It's coming.
So
Hey,
what?
Garrett,
Go ahead.
how did you end up with that King set, Sacramento King set?
dude, my buddy was pushing me. He was talking about something with you don't have enough basketball bobbleheads or something, and we started talking about the Kings. And then I was online and I saw this set on Mercari, and it was a great deal that I couldn't pass on. I'm like, even if I have to give the bobbleheads away or sell them to a collector that really likes them, like I want these in my sets, so I could just tell the story. And I'm a huge basketball guy. I mean, you guys know that probably now, but any chance I get, I mean, this is gonna make Fu not like me at all. But I do have some conspiracies. Not that I'm a Kings fan or anything, or hate
I am.
But that Kings,
yes,
02 team.
That was a conspiracy. That was a corrupt ref.
Go back and check out the old Garrett Collector video. See what you think. Not Fu though. It's not available for you anymore.
What's a Marlin or Florida bobblehead you guys want to see made still?
Wow, that's dude. There's
I feel
so
like we
many
had this
good
conversation,
players.
but I don't remember.
No.
Last time we linked up, I think that like the bobbleheads that came out this year. I don't really have an answer for that, but I feel like they could have did some better throwback guys instead of the ones they did this year. Like,
oh, you're talking about the last guy. I mean, listen, let's just talk about what it is. It was the 30-year anniversary bobblehead, but I guess he led the league in steals. Yeah. And it was a nice looking bobblehead, right? But I feel like they could have done a lot different than a Chuck Carr because he's not like a household name.
I saw that.
Yeah.
For Marlins.
They could have done better. I agree.
Bobblehead? Is there a Mickey bobblehead? A Marlins bobblehead? A Miguel Cabrera, like a SGA? I don't think there is.
Yeah, the mini though, but that one that came in a box, Garrett,
the Tropicana.
Yeah, those are given out at the stadiums.
It's like do you guys consider Funko Pops bobbleheads?
No.
Does it bobble?
Yeah,
like the Marvel ones, the Marvel Funko Pops that like Marvel and Star Wars, they bobble because they have a copyright issue where they can't sell like figurines or something. I think like Mattel or one of these other companies has the rights to those action figures, so they have to make them a bobblehead to distinguish it's not an action figure. So like technically like the vinyl ones, I agree with you. There's no way they're bobbleheads, but like that's what this was. They were like these big head kind of mini, like with the base, and it was AJ Burnett and I believe Miguel Cabrera, and it was a Tropicana sponsored giveaway.
It's real small too. It's like this big. And it comes on like a platform, and they both sit in it. I have it there. I'll grab it in a second. I think I guess to answer your question, me personally, what I would want to see more was more of like the Billy the Marlin, but of the quality of the
Underrated.
of the Billy
Coco
McFly
style.
like that.
Yeah, I agree with you. That Billy McFly is tight.
They would have been better off doing a Sandlot Billy McFly.
Yeah, I would have been sick.
Yeah, but bro, you guys got yours signed by Squints. They got Chauncey Lepardi to sign them.
See, when I was running the page,
That's tight.
That's dope. That's dope.
I just I just decided to hit him up one day, and I just messaged him, and he messaged. I didn't expect nothing. I was like, what I got to lose?
Yeah.
So I messaged him, and then he messaged me back, and I was like, do you have this bobblehead? He's like, I've never seen it, because he has the other ones. He has all the other Sandlot ones, he says, right? He's like, I've never seen the Marlins one. So I was like, I'll send you one for yourself, and I'll send you 2 more to sign. And then I think I sent him a label as well to send it back, and he signed it, and he posted it. Him and his girlfriend or something like that.
That's tight, Eddie. I like that.
That's dope.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
There's enough. You guys asked some great questions tonight. I'm still tripping over this question. I've been thinking if I could have any Florida, like down south, like South Florida person on a bobblehead, who would it be? I'm still thinking about that. But you remember the Dwayne Wade All-Star Game bobble giveaway they did for like season ticket holders? That was another epic one. Like there's like these low-key ones that like Miami Sports gave away. Yeah, there you go.
There you go, right there.
All-Star Game MVP. It's like a sick bobble, but like no one knows about it because it's like the way they gave it away. It's just strange.
How was it given away?
I think it was like to season ticket holders, but like I know season ticket holders, and I don't know anyone that has that. My friend, the way that I got it was my friend, believe it or not, stole it out of his dad's.
Believe it or not.
He's
Believe
like,
it or not.
You like bobbleheads, and he wanted to have a good night, and he had a good night, and I got a bobblehead.
Probably for like club members, bro.
I got you. Again, you don't know how many made that kind of stuff, huh?
Exactly. That's a great way to put it. Just like these. Thank you again, Mark. Just like
those are nice, bro.
I felt so bad about that you had not that you had to, but these. The minute I learned the story behind them and I listened to you guys talk about them, I felt horrible that I even have these in my collection.
I don't even have a pair, bro. I don't even have a pair of those.
Why do you feel bad that they're in your
collection? Why do you feel
bad? Just like because look, Rob is there. Rob is Oakland. I should send them back to him. Oh, you're the man.
No.
Like, I love them,
no, those are exclusive, bro. Those are tough to get.
That made me want to find like some Marlins ones or something.
I looked them up online immediately to see like kind of what you guys were saying, because I remember they were gonna give the yellow ones, and then they turned to these, and I'm like, yo, these are still super sick, but I wonder what happened. And whenever I heard all the hoopla, and then you guys actually, I thought it was bad online. Whenever you guys explained it, it sounded worse. So that's why I felt bad, Mark. And thank you so much.
You're lucky that I can't. You're lucky that I need prescriptions. The ones you sent me, I can only wear them when I'm in the pool.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
you look the best though, dude. You look
these
sexy.
Ones. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna break kayfabe for a second.
Yes.
These ones right here. These ones are sick because I like to rock these at work, and then you walk into a house and you're good, and then you walk out and then you're not good.
I like that. That's my next step. I gotta progress.
How come you didn't give me those, man?
Those are for only Garrett Collector.
Garrett, those are subscribers to his OnlyFans.
Yeah, exactly.
Does anybody here play Immaculate Grid?
No.
Or know what that is?
I tried. I got my ass kicked, so I stopped.
It's not easy. It's on
Twitter.
Yeah, but it's on a website. It's on one of the baseball maybe it's Baseball References. So anyways, it's a really cool game, but the Marlins are on it. Marlins are one of the teams on it today. So basically what you have to do is like you have to fill out a grid of 9 boxes, and like on the top 3 today were Phillies, Brewers, Silver Slugger, and then on the going down column, it was Yankees, Mariners, Marlins. So you had to do Phillies and Marlins. You had to put a player that played for both teams. And I got killed, dude. Phillies, Marlins, and Brewers, Marlins. I got killed.
Oh, Craig Counsell. Does that count as coach?
Should have called him.
Coaches do not count. Got to be players.
Well, I think Craig Counsell did play for them anyways. He played for
We needed the Phillies to lose tonight. They won.
And I had already used Gary Sheffield, by the way, for Brewers Yankees, so I couldn't reuse him.
Yeah, you could have used Christian Yelich for the Brewers, or Real Muto for the.
Yeah. Chefs. I used to love watching Sheffield play in Atlanta, actually.
Yeah, Sheffield's awesome.
Yeah.
I saw a video of Sheffield on, I think it was an Instagram reel or something the other night, where he was smoking a cigar. Have you guys seen this? He's smoking a cigar, but he's out with his kids, and they're throwing BP to him, and he's just hitting jacks, dude. Like,
That's
450-foot bombs, and he's got a cigar in his mouth the whole time. He's kind of fat. Is awesome.
Doesn't he have like a junior, and doesn't he play a sport? I don't know if it's football or baseball.
He's got one kid that's a punk on Twitter. He's kind of like, I don't know what that guy's deal is. And then he's got another one who's coming up in high school ball who's supposed to be pretty good.
I think I've seen something about him recently.
A pretty good player. Anyways, I'm sorry to change the subject, but Immaculate Grid is a fun game. And if you guys want to play it tonight, the Marlins are on it. So. It changes every day, so you got to do it quick.
Yo, you got me stumped on this question. So I think Eddie is as close as I'm gonna get. Miguel Cabrera is a great one. I'm thinking of like old school players because they've done all the teams we've had. They've done Pudge a couple times, and sometimes they don't do them great. So it's like, oh, would I rather them redo someone or get someone brand new? But I don't know, like
AJ Burnett.
AJ Burnett would be a good one, but they do have one. That's part of that first set. I believe that that was like the first bobblehead I ever collected that I ever got.
That's the Cabrera.
Yeah.
And the Burnett.
And it comes with that little base like separate in the box. Like I can't believe I've never even seen it out of the box.
You can't
that's pretty cool.
I like that.
I wonder if they would do a Cabrera.
I like that a lot.
I know he's gonna retire
cool.
now, but like next year I would think they could do a Cabrera, but like this year it would be kind of weird doing a bobblehead of a guy that's on a different team still.
Yeah.
Did Josh Beckett have a bobblehead?
He does. That was the last of my the bobbleheads I had since I was a kid. Yeah, they definitely have that one. It was like 4 days in a row they gave away picture bobbleheads, and it was Beckett, Tavares, Brad Penny, and I believe AJ Burnett.
Was it Charles Johnson? Was that the catcher that in the expansion? They have one of him?
They have one of him.
Yeah. There's got to be a few D-Trans, right?
There's one.
They have the
Bobble
Jacksonville Hammerhead, or not Jacksonville, I'm sorry, Jupiter Hammerhead, and then they got the regular one. I think it's DeWalt or something like that.
They have a Don Mattingly?
Yeah.
Yeah, with he's on the freaking
On the steps.
page. Yeah.
They have two AJ Burnett's too, I think.
And they did Jack McKeon, they did Jimmy Leland.
Clifford.
Jack McKeon's got the cigar.
Hey, what are your top 5 bobbleheads like in your collection that if something were to happen, those are like the 5 that you guys would save?
If my house was on fire.
Yeah.
One of mine's in the mail. Thank you,
That's
Bobble.
right. I got you.
I need that one. What is it? The skull?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need that one, bro.
Listen, the story behind it, I don't know if you heard it
Not
yet.
this?
Alex.
Any guys looking for this? You guys looking for this? Anybody? I got you, bro. I got
Is that
you.
a toothpick?
Yeah, I know, dude. Careful.
Hey, you saw
Is that our prize for coming on the show today?
Shit,
Like
dude,
Oprah?
yeah.
Everybody gets one.
You'll send it. You'll send it back. You won't even want it. You're like, what the fuck is this shit?
Unknown address.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I interrupted you. I apologize.
Nah, what do you mean? That's better than a Dundee award.
Shit. I take a Dundee in a heartbeat. I'd
I
love a
think
Dundee award, bro.
my five would be Pat Riley, the Snoop Dogg. Probably like one me and my daughter got together. I think it was the Billy the Marlin Belly Bobble.
Oh, that's a great one.
I got it signed by him too.
That's tight.
And maybe like the skull, one of the skulls I have, the Isotopes one,
Yeah.
the mariachi one,
Yep.
and probably J. Cole, the J. Cole bobblehead because I
Oh,
went out
that's
there.
a sick one.
Yeah, I flew out there and I got it. That's like something that I like to do. I like to fly out because I like to visit stadiums. I actually bought that big book for the baseball stadiums. You can get
Yeah.
stamps and stuff.
Yeah.
But I haven't-
Passport.
yeah, passport. But I haven't started. I'm thinking to start it at Fenway
Hey,
and here because I live here.
I like that. And you guys got a connection on one of those big. I like the Suavecito bobbleheads. Anybody got one connection on one of them big ones, like a 12-inch one, or 12 or 8, 16-inch maybe?
What is it?
Suavecito.
Oh, that's out here in SoCal.
Yeah, but they're in the groups every so often. I see them. Nobody.
Yeah.
You guys don't
I
know.
don't know what it is.
I haven't seen them.
They're skulls. They're skull
They're skulls.
bobbleheads.
But
Yeah.
the big ones are hard to get. I was hoping maybe.
Yeah, they sold out quickly, man. Those
Are
sold
they
out quick
retail
on the
or they're
website.
SGA?
Are those
from
the
a hair.
Corona ones?
They're
No.
retail, but they're from a hair gel and stuff. But
Yeah,
you,
it's a West Coast thing.
I
yeah,
think
but it's
that-
in the groups though. It's not just they pop up in the groups.
the only thing I seen on here on like a 4 foot was like those Modelo skeleton.
Yeah,
So,
like
yeah,
it kind
I
of
might
like
have
that.
one around here or something like that.
That's what I thought you meant.
Nah, Suavecito, bro. It's tight.
I wonder if
Suavecito.
here in your top five, I wonder if,
you'll like it. It's tight. I'll show you guys.
I thought
I
you were
wonder
singing
if
Justin
Bad
Bieber.
Bunny will pop
I
in
know.
your list.
I know.
Huh?
I wonder if the Bad Bunny bobblehead will pop into your list because you'll make some cool memories on that trip.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have it yet, so I didn't answer it that way. But yeah, I mean, those are the ones that I like to get because they'll be hard to get. The Marlins ones are all over offer up, and you could just start all over again.
Right.
But those, and then obviously, I think for me, I stopped buying so many things online because I like to make the memories and I like to visit them and I like to be like, this is what happened that night.
Yeah.
We go to a lot of the minor league games and I'm like walking into the field through the back, like doing whatever I want. So for me, I don't know. I just try, and if they tell me no, then I just walk out.
Yeah.
But I always like to push the envelope a little bit when we go to those places. It's kind of funny. Get some footage, and I like to make the memories, definitely for sure. Even if I go by myself. So I've been to the Braves. I went to the Silver Slugger game and the MV Free, and that place is hard, man. You can't get any extra bobbles there.
Where?
The Atlanta Braves, Shrewsbury.
Yeah.
I've heard horrible stories from there.
Do you want to get arrested? Remember, Alex? I'm like, no, why do I want to get arrested?
I want to know if
I think I
someone has
called the
been
Braves. I think I called them too. Gary, I think I was talking to you, Gary. I forget, but I ended up calling them.
Oops, sorry. That's what I was looking for. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to put it-
Oh,
I didn't mean
damn,
to-
those are tough.
That's cool.
I didn't mean to. I was trying to set that up to show later. Sorry.
Huh. I've never seen those.
Good thing.
Yeah, this is my first time seeing these.
Yeah, I have the mini ones.
I gotta get that for my cousin. He owns a barbershop.
Those
I
are tiny.
have most of them. These are small.
Yeah,
but,
they're tiny things, man.
But there's
That's what
big
she
ones
said.
too.
That's
The big
cute,
one-
Garrett.
You should just hit them up on Instagram, Rob.
I have. I've been trying forever, but the big ones have been sold out for like years, like 3 years.
Yeah,
Damn.
I know Bobblehead Mania had a few.
All right, I'll go after that then.
Mhm.
I want one of the big ones because I have all. They have a whole bunch of them. They have like guys with sombreros. They have a whole bunch of them. I think I have 6 or 8 of them.
Scan it.
Looking at your 4-footers back there, Rob. I saw somebody post on Facebook not too long ago, maybe yesterday, a group of. I mean, none of us are Steelers fans, but it was cool to see
Oh,
6 of them.
was it Steelers or were they Packers pieces? They were Steelers, huh?
I think they were Steelers. Yeah,
Yeah, and then
he's selling for like $22,000 altogether or something. I don't know if that's just a number we put up there or if he said
There
some of
was-
them are signed.
there was a guy who had been posting up out of New York. He had 18. and they were some of the rarest ones I've ever seen. We're talking Ted Williams and
Wow.
and stuff like that. Where I've seen maybe one time ever or something that'll come through auction, but pieces I never seen a Ted Williams 3-footer in my life, and that was the only one I ever seen. And so, and most of them are Hall of Fame. They have a special base. They have like a wood grain base to the Hall of Fame collection. And man, it's some crazy stuff. People are pulling some crazy ones out, but they want big money for them.
Yeah.
He got me out of like I couldn't even talk to him because he was like up in the $3,000 range. I'm like, I'm not doing that. You know what I mean, kind of thing.
I remember I found a sick Dwayne Wade one. It was actually Bobble. I don't know if you told me about it or I hit you up about it to see if you could get it for me, but it was just too far. It was in California somewhere, but I can't remember where. I think it was like
It was in
village.
Anaheim. I think he said.
And he only had it for $300.
There's a $200 one in Georgia.
That thing was out here, but it's for $2,000 in Florida.
Yeah,
You know?
I got
Where's
my
the, send me
L.
send it to our page on Instagram with the one in Georgia.
Okay.
Where'd
Because
you
I
find
tried
it?
to get it. He offered it up, but he had to pick it up only. And I have a friend over in Alabama, but he's got like cancer. He's on here with Bama Ball. He's got his cancer and stuff, and so he had treatments on a Monday. So let's go pick it up on Tuesday. He didn't feel good enough, and then the guy got kind of mad at me for not having something. I'm like, well, like I'm gonna cry. You're not gonna ship it, so I gotta work with But anyways, the guy got frustrated with me, but it's still there. I'll send it to you. It's
Man.
it's a
I'll buy a
basketball
plate
piece.
for that. I'll buy a suit for that thing and fly right back with me.
Oh yeah.
I'm going up there.
Noise. You guys hear that?
Yeah.
I got my
Yeah.
Odell Beckham right here for free on OfferUp.
Oh man.
And then my Arietta is funny because if you look at the face behind it of the Arietta, I think I paid like $75 for the Arietta. But the
Damn.
face is Arietta, but the back is.
It's Chris Bryant, right?
Oh, they flipped a different base on it because it's from the World Series collection. I get you.
Yeah. So I got
That's
the
tight.
Odell for free, and the Arietta I probably paid like $75 for. So they're not my team, but Odell, of course, he's
Oh yeah.
an awesome player, but you gotta pick those up. Like when you have a steal of a lifetime, you just gotta pick it up, and I've held them ever since. This thing cool, like I said, at the Marlins, I feel like it's the easiest to get memorabilia for this. For example, they have these raffles where you can, for $100, you win automatically something. You know what I'm saying? And for example, I have this Chisholm bat. It's a game use Chisholm bat.
Huh.
Is it splintered, right?
So they have,
Yeah.
huh?
It's splintered, right? Like it's cracked.
Yeah.
For game use.
He broke it, yeah.
Who? And you got that off OfferUp? Is that what you're saying?
No, at the stadium.
No, so the Marlins have at the stadium like where you can.
Oh yeah.
This got these game use balls like you pay $30 and you always win something. So you win a game use ball, or you win a bat, or you win a jersey, game signed. Now they'll have it also for like $100. Like you'll always win something. Sometimes there's better players that you want, obviously, but it's pretty cool.
Here we go. Oh,
I definitely wanted to I don't know, see if we do have a couple of Chuck Card bobbleheads that we can maybe try to give out during this, live. We always include shipping. So
First person to put Chuck Carr's number on the screen gets a free bobblehead.
You guys hear it?
Well, we
I'll
got,
post it up as soon as I first one. I'll post it up there.
A couple,
That's tight.
Chuck
Thank you
Card
guys.
bobbleheads.
That's sick, dude.
That's
His
awesome.
number. So his number. The first person with his number, correct?
Yeah.
Number? All right, we'll pop
There we
that
go.
on there as soon as we see it.
Eddie, I want to, if you guys don't mind, I want to keep going around. I want to know everyone's top 5. Like if you're running out right now, you can't even grab clothes, but you're grabbing 5 bobbleheads. What is it?
Can't even get your kids.
Well, no, the kids
I'm
are
definitely
coming
grabbing-
first, and then you're getting the clothes, bobbleheads second.
Like the kids are already the kids are already at the house. You're just cruising around trying to grab the rest of your shit.
They're grabbing bobbleheads with me.
All right, who wants to go first then?
Definitely grabbing my Pat Riley, my Billy McFly,
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably definitely grabbing my Jedi Billy because I love that Jedi Billy. And then I'll probably grab my Giancarlo Stanton, which is the All-Star one. You know,
which one?
Oh,
And then
That was the
I'll probably either grab.
that one was only a season ticket holder one though, right? Or no?
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not sure.
Someone in
That's
the
nice.
office sent me that when I made a trade with them for. Remember Michael Morse? Remember that dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had like an unreleased Jedi or X-wing bobble of him that like I
That's
guess he
a
got
good one.
traded before the bobble came out, and I ended up trading to get that one, and then we ended up getting it back somehow.
That Ichiro counter, that
And
one's
the
nice.
last but
Oh,
not
that's
least,
tight.
yeah, my Ichi counter, which I love. I was a big fan. I'm a big fan of, obviously all these people. And then
That one's great.
That was
I would
dope.
say that this Craig Seager is real dope. And
Is
then
that the
of course,
Fort
my
Myers
D-Wade.
one?
Those will be, yeah, this is the Fort Myers ones.
That's so
Those
crazy.
will probably be my memorable, my Jose Fernandez, my D-Wade, and my Craig Seager would be my
It could only be 5, bro. You're naming way too
I
many.
I kept after 6. I'm like, all right, I can't let it go.
He's
And then,
like,
damn.
I'm gonna grab 5. My kids will, grab 5. Then my wife will grab. My other kids will grab 5.
You know, to go back to the question of what bobblehead is one of the best ones in Florida, I think the Craig Seager one is one of the low-key minor league team giveaway that not a lot of people know about. But if you know about Craig Seager, then it's something that you probably want to have in your collection. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a great one.
I like that.
He was awesome.
Yeah. But I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Is anybody gonna guess the uniform number or what? I got no guesses. Come on now.
Of what?
Here we go. Oh, we got one. We got a guess here.
Truck car.
Is it 21?
Nah.
4.
4.
We've been talking smack in here too long. People are sick of us.
I can't believe there's still 13 people watching us.
They could have just Googled the number by now and just put the number.
I know, that's what I thought. Like, come on, guys.
Nobody wants that Martin's bobble, brother.
Oh, I almost saw it.
The 5 I'd probably keep. Probably gonna be Hindu's my number 1 because that'd be my hardest one to replace, and I just love it.
Really, that's the hardest of all A's.
Right now, well, I know. Well, I could probably talk somebody out of one who has the second one.
I was gonna say I got 2, dude.
And say, but if I had, but that's kind of a rarity that I would know somebody to have that. The Woody, probably my Toy Stories are probably my hardest ones to replace with that Hindu. So probably those 2. I guess I'd go with what I could realistically replace or not. But the 2. So like there's a Doc Edwards set which is not really Oakland A's, but but I'm so proud that I fucking put it together that I finally got it. Like it literally years to get it. And actually, Garrett, I saw you posting up on my Doc Kramer. Thank you. I saw that. I saw you kind of.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that because I saw what you were doing on that. And so if I had that one in hand, that would be definitely be one because that one. I mean, I've spent years trying to find that thing.
Yeah, you're not supposed to see that, right? I didn't know how deep you were in the page. I figured everyone was on there, but I thought maybe I posted during the day. You don't see it.
No, I troll around like this motherfucker looking for me. Oh no, it's Garrett. All right, we're cool. I'm like, damn, man. And then that guy that posted up that he has one, he's out here, but he never replies to me. He won't respond to me ever. I've tried to talk to that guy for years.
Well, that's the thing, and that's it. I mean, it's back into something that we were talking about before, but during COVID and stuff, like, not everyone is everyone's cup of tea. And there would be guys online that we talked to or like we're gonna meet up with, and Alex would sit here and talk the guy down to like some crazy price, and then he would just stop answering him, and then Eddie would text him the next day, and the guy would do it for the price that Alex agreed on, and he'd be like, he doesn't know that he thinks he's getting one over, like, oh, I screwed that guy over, and little do we know,
And then Eddie would take the bobbles, and I would never see anything.
Yeah, exactly. That was back then. Now this is the new. And now we got, but what we like to do, honestly, I'm sure these guys also get a smile out of it when someone is looking for a bobblehead or someone likes it. Like that's another thing, especially for Instagram. I feel like the page is more, whoever runs that page is more looking to connect the person to the bobblehead they're looking for, as opposed to, you know, more do the same thing as the Facebook page. That's why they don't mirror each other necessarily. But that's why I would have loved, dude, I'd love to get you that bobblehead. It would make me feel so good, especially after all we've been through and stuff. I know it's been a short amount of time, but I love sitting and talking to you guys. I just looked at the stream for the first time and I'm like, not that I haven't been looking at the stream, but the time. And I'm like, damn, we've been almost talking for 2 hours. And I feel like they didn't even get to know us yet. We're just talking.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, dude, we're like scratching the surface. I mean, we're just finally getting a little bit. I know, I agree. It's been hella long. Bobblefool, is that a real guess? 69. Come
No,
on.
it's not.
I know. I'm fucking with you. It's 24. Is 24 the number?
Close.
31.
66 apparently is not then.
66 is Yasiel Puig.
I met him in a makeup store.
Wow.
Well, that's fancy.
He's with his girl.
Oh,
I like Puig. Puig's
He's
dope.
huge, man.
me
I
too.
like Puig too.
That guy's big, man.
Is he?
Backyard fights.
Wasted talent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
I
your
wish
top
he wasn't
five,
as cocky as-
Bobblefool?
You know what's crazy? Like I met Puig before he blew up, which was cool. Had my buddy and his son meet him. He was signing a bunch of shit for us. He was like so humble, so cool, and like he was like about the. He's always been about the fans, but then like he the fame got to him, and so we would always go to spring training and we'd always meet the players before they come up or whatnot. And Puig was always very nice, and then he would always sign stuff. Then the following year, that piece of shit was not fucking signing shit, and he was so big headed. I'm like, you dickhead. But I still got a lot of love for the guy, man. I still
met
think
him
he's
when he
dope,
got
man.
humbled again because he was about to go to China.
Yep.
Right, I literally met him right before he was about to go over there.
Oh damn.
Jay, the question is,
Yeah.
Question one more time, guys.
the question is, how many inches in circumference is Jay's pythons?
Oh man.
And he has a rabbit.
How many one-arm pull-ups can Jay do?
How many upside down handstand push-ups can Jay do?
Those are your favorite, Bobblefool?
My top 5? I'm waiting to Garrett's first.
No, he was saying the headstand push-ups are your favorite, like
Oh
Sheldon.
yeah, that's my favorite. Yo, all right, hold on, real quick. Changing gears. Why isn't Sheldon your best friend, Garrett?
Why isn't he, or why is he?
Why isn't he?
Dude, he's close. Like, we just salute each other. I guess I'm at the game. I guess I have too much fun, and they're like, I can't get to know this guy too personally. I'll just comment on his stuff. I think I almost believe that they're avoiding me on purpose, but you know, there can only be one mascot, and Garrett Collector might end up being a second, and maybe that's
That's right.
Fair.
Are
all right.
we getting
But Bobblefool, you requested it. All right, so I'm gonna end it with one that's a for sure, but I'll start it with another that's a for sure. I won in Bobblefool's razzle raffle, whatever you want to call it, on Instagram, that isotopes. I swear to you, as bad as I wanted the bobblehead, I almost thought, I'm like, am I stupid for not taking the 3 over the 1? But just with the story, that's what the icing on the cake was. How hard you worked for it. I was like, I need this one
Literally.
right now.
dude? I can't wait.
Yeah,
I know.
and I almost died a couple of times. It was insane.
Dude, I almost came on here just with a Bang energy drink, and I was gonna just take a sip and then
30 minutes.
I was
later.
out.
Dude, that's the funniest shit, man.
Oh, dude, that was so good.
I thought I was good, my body said otherwise.
that happened. These guys hit the road harder than I do. They'll take these long trips, and I mean, obviously, I stayed overnight for Outcast, but like, I don't know how they do it sometimes. They get in the car, and I'm sure they never stop, but maybe they have a better tactic for you of how they stay
I was
awake.
good the first night. I stayed up the majority of the drive because it's a 10 and a half hour drive, and I stayed up the majority of the drive. And then, so we napped in the morning. I was good. We slept for about like good 4 hours, and then we're in the hot sun all day. We were in line for that bobblehead by 11:30. We went to eat after the game. We ate a bunch. I drank my bang, and I'm like, I'm good. I'm feeling it. Cool. And then, nope. My buddy said, nah, homie, you
Nope.
tripping, dog.
I was gonna go to that game. I was gonna fly out there by myself.
You should have went, man. It would,
Bro, the flights were like $400, and I would have had to like know you in line and be like, yo, where are you? Because I would have
hey,
been.
you would have pulled up. I was in front, bro.
Bobblehead was
I-
giving free massages, dude.
I-
Blew it.
All right, look, I didn't
Working
tell-
his
tell
way
you
up the
guys that,
line.
like, I didn't even tell you guys what else I was doing out there, bro. Like I was networking out there. I was fanning old ladies, like I'm not even.
Oh.
It was a whole like, thing. It was crazy. Like I got to meet a bunch of like old ladies there, locals, So for next year, I'm
did I
already
lose?
free gaming, so that by next year I already have a crowd.
Uh-oh.
And I was like,
Am I gone?
yeah, you're good.
Oh. It went all quiet for a second.
No, you're here.
No, you're here.
Thanks for joining us, Rob.
Yeah,
thanks,
and
Rob.
welcome to Bubble Talk. Now let's start the broadcast.
Yeah, no, it was crazy. So actually, one of my not you, Eddie, but another homie, Eddie, that lives in Texas. He was like, he flew in or he drove in, and I'm like, bro, get in line already. Like, he's like, oh, I gotta go check in my hotel. I'm like, skip the fucking hotel, bro. You need to get over here now. It's getting packed. He went to his hotel. He got ready. He showered. He went to go eat. By the time he got to the stadium, he was like, holy fuck. I'm like, bro, get your ass up here right now. And luckily, it was him and his daughter and his wife. And I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I needed extra hands anyway, so I got him up front. And there's like a couple of other people up there. They're like, yo, can I get up front? I'm like, like, you're cool, but I don't know you like that, Like I know the homie Eddie. But if any of you guys would have pulled up, I'd have been like, hey, Kyle, let's go. Come on, pull up,
Yeah.
It was crazy, bro. I was like, we were right in front, man, and the people that were even before us had like a big ass crowd. So it was intense, man.
Yeah, I would have went. It was just I felt like the flight was too much. That's all.
Yeah.
I've been to better places for less.
Hey, if you would have, it would have been worth it, bro. If you would have went, I'll tell you that much. It would have been worth it, 100%.
Happy endings.
Oh.
I tried to get a massage, bro. I tried to get a massage out there, but yeah, I was talking to Fabian about that shit. Like after the game, I'm like, bro, let's look up some massage parlors and shit. He's like, nah, fool, let's get the fuck out of here, dog.
He's like, why? We'll just.
I was like, dead ass. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm sore as fuck from that drive.
Hell yeah, man. I definitely plan to go up for the next one.
I'll be there
for next year or something like that.
Yeah, let's get it. I'll be there.
Yeah,
that's.
Well, are we getting anywhere close on that number? I just got people. Phoenix is trying. Trish is trying.
Trish is giving her best effort. Trish is giving a great effort.
And Jay, to answer your question, I know we live down south, bro, but we got rest stops. You could just stop at the bathroom.
Hey, dude, sometimes you got to. My boss is crazy. If we're on the road, shout out to Mike. I got to use the bathroom on the truck sometimes.
It happens.
Pee in a bottle?
Yeah, but you got to make sure. Here's the key, not to get too personal.
No, you got to get a big enough bottle.
Yeah, the key is you need to get the vitamin water or like a Powerade, and then you're set to go. Don't mess up. Like a couple times you get a water bottle at last minute and just.
Yeah.
You gotta get that smart water bottle.
Yep. Even the big Gatorade works too.
Garrett needs a wide mouth too.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you for putting it out there, boy. Garrett collected to get these glasses on my OnlyFans.
Subscribe for a year and you get the flip off. Is that what they're called? Flip off.
Hey Mark, how would you know, bro?
You get the flip offs and you get the tearaway pants. Both.
There you go. Mark hopped right on that too.
When he flips those glasses up, dude, you can just tell in his eyes.
Jesus Christ!
Nobody looking at a man's eyes.
All right.
Back to your bobbleheads, Garrett. Back to your bobbleheads.
Before I get back to the bobbleheads, I guess you shouldn't say this out loud, but not to offend anyone who likes the funny stuff. is I am envious and jealous of the picture you guys took in the urinal. We need one of those, but maybe we need to sit down and face you guys. We can do it sitting down, doing
Whoa,
number
wait,
2.
this sounds weird, bro. Because I don't know what this picture looks like. Why would we sit down in front of them and face them while they're at urinals, bro?
No, we're gonna be in the stall sitting down.
That is such an underrated picture, and dude, that is an
Super.
amazing picture.
I haven't
That's
seen
like
the picture,
when you
so
guys
was
told
just
me I
looking
should get
at
more
all.
likes. That one should have went viral on every baseball page there is.
Yeah, it
That's
is
a
good one,
fantastic
dude.
photo. I agree.
We
I'm gonna
need to
repost
repost
that.
it until it goes viral.
Yeah, that's a fantastic photo.
What
So
you
back
guys
to
is,
it.
Yeah,
Mine
man,
will be
answer the question
easy.
already, bro.
Mine will be easy, and then you guys will go up top. So you saw the other two. It'd probably be the dude, and then it would be Randy Savage. Then I'll give you a 1A, 1B.
You gonna throw a Bob Ross in there? I know you're a Bob Ross fan.
I do like the Bob Ross, but I'll be honest. If I couldn't save one, I wouldn't want to save any of them.
Yeah.
If I could only save one, I wouldn't want to save any. I gotta save. I have 5 or 6 of them, especially now that I
Gotta save the gold one, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I couldn't now, bro. It's this one because of the Chubbs memory. But if Chubbs said, "Oh, you can let it go," Eddie knows which one.
That looks
This
like
one
Eddie,
was a
bro.
great trip.
I wish you
It
had a
was
good
with-
dog bobblehead.
This guy,
I got one.
Garrett
for you, bro.
Henry, Jacksonville Suns, before they changed the name of the team, and he
Yeah.
won the Heisman Trophy, and they gave him the
That's a good
Heisman
one.
Rose.
Oh, that's tight.
What a
I like that.
beast.
I like that.
That's a good
That's
one.
a good one.
It's crazy because I never thought they would do a football guy at a minor league baseball stadium, but he came in and threw the first pitch, and he is as big as advertised. He is huge, that guy.
That's what's up.
I bet.
But so that's 1A, 1B, and then the last one is the one that I just unboxed over here.
Wait, hold on. He said 1A, 1B.
He's like 5
Listen,
5C,
Chubbs-
5D.
For Chubbs, it's this one. For Chubbs, it's this one. But
Chubbs
look at
has his
that.
own list. Chubbs has his own list, and Garrett has his own list.
Man, pick 5,
This
man.
is just, come on. This is not a good bobblehead, but the memory behind it's great. But number one is this. Alex and I had a great time. I wish Eddie was there. I'm sure they're gonna have just as good of a time, if not better. But this was the most insane bobblehead night I've ever been to. We were drinking outside of the stadium. Battery Park outside is more fun than being in the stadium, in my opinion. We enjoyed ourselves. We were in line for 3 hours. Like, Fu, you were talking about it a minute ago. You were in that line for a long, long time, and I'm sure there was no beverages around you. There was food, drinks. It was like a town all around you in Atlanta, and inside was a madhouse. But I enjoyed spending time with Al and Sue, and it just getting this bobblehead. I love Outkast. I'm a huge Outkast fan. And this is definitely this one in the isotopes. I can't wait to take a picture side by side in the cars like Trish did. But yeah, those are the 5 right there. I'll take for you guys. All right, Derrick Henry, he's going bye-bye. I don't need
Get warmer, Trish.
Well, the same kind of moments for Mark and I when we got this. It was such a special day. We lined up. So
4
shit.
minutes.
I hate this damn bobblehead, bro.
You said that you wish there was a good dog bobblehead.
Yeah.
This
Is that Tampa Bay one?
This is a custom from the Tampa Bay one. Yeah.
That's tight. I
Man,
don't
this
have
is-
that in hand. You like
This
it?
is my Frenchie right here, Cosmo.
That's tight, dude.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
And then on the back, I got the bobblehead boys.
I love that.
That's
dope.
cool.
Who did the custom on that?
Claw Freak.
Okay. I remember that.
Yeah.
Jason Speth. He did this one and the Miami Heat one for me.
Yeah.
Steph.
Huh?
I think it was Jason Spieth, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that your custom too, Eddie?
Same head, bro.
It's are you muted, Eddie?
The
Yo,
Bobble
Garrett's
Boy.
phone's all wonky right now.
So yeah.
Or somebody's phone.
So
It's Garrett's phone.
and them little cheeks.
It's the goatee, bro.
Is that mine? The scratchiness?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's that,
I can't
it's
believe
that
I
Metro
actually named
PCS,
this
dude.
because
Eddie, who made that phone? That
Wifey
phone, that
gave me
bobblehead
this
for you.
Who made the phone? Who ma-
I would have to ask Wifey, but I don't know why I didn't include this one. I'm gonna probably get in trouble after this live, but Wifey ended up getting this one custom made for me. You know, my biggest sport first was soccer. That was my first love. So she made me, you know, little. And she put the bobblehead boys, which I thought was really cool.
Susie Q says the number was 21.
21.
Okay, so Trish
We
did
got
get
two,
it
we got
earlier.
two winners. We got.
I said 21.
Trish?
Freaking rewind the tape.
Sure said 21 before we even started the live.
Trish said,
She was
Trish
already
said,
guessing.
Trish said 21 at 8:55, and she said at 8:50. She kept saying it
Timestamp.
repeatedly.
Congrats, Trish. You win absolutely nothing.
Yeah, way to go, Trish. Mark wanted that really bad. Here we go.
Over it.
All right, that's tight. Those are
Wait,
sick,
what
dude.
bobblehead?
So I'll have to pick up that. I'll have to pick up that dog, the Frenchie bobblehead. I like that. I didn't know if it was good in
Yeah, I
person or
got it
not.
for like $5 probably or $10, you know.
I've
and
seen
I
it
just-
cheap, so that's tight. So who's on our last 5? Are you guys about ready to wrap it up? We've been here a full 2 hours now. You guys about close to being done?
Yeah. For me, it'd be a stadium giveaway, a Tommy Lasorda one, my first bobblehead that I ever got. That's number 1 for me. I think I have some pretty rare stuff behind me. It's a Kershaw Suns bobblehead. That's one that I take out of the case. There's a Tommy Lasorda with the suit, like little suit jacket or whatnot. And it's like 2006 or whatever. I take that one. That's like it's a very, very rare bobblehead. I'd probably take my Isotopes Tommy Lasorda also, because it took me forever to get that bobblehead. And then my last one would more than likely be the Dodgers Bob Hope. And those are all.
That's nice. That's a good
Yeah,
list.
that's some pretty rare shit.
That's a solid list right there.
All right.
Solid list.
All right, guys. I think that's about it for tonight. We're kind of pushing the time limit on our thing, so I thank you guys for joining us. I think we should probably hop back in together. I wish Garrett could pop.
Garrett already went to bed, dude.
Garrett's like, "Fuck this show." He's like, "Fuck your couch."
We need to plug this.
You all right, Garrett? You hear us?
It's about to get weird.
Hey boy, did you get your 5 list or no?
Mark is here.
No, I didn't say 5.
We'll say 5 real quick and then we can sign off.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're waiting on you, bro. There goes Garrett.
Does a dual count as 1 or 2?
Counts as 1.
Okay. The custom Bash Brothers that I made would be 1. My signed Dave Henderson would be 2. My Jermaine Dye SGA that I got in 2001 would be 3. 2002. 2002 would be 3. 18-inch Ricky that's signed by Ricky would be 4. And my Klay Thompson, the Foco piece where he's on the bus that he signed, that and the Ricky for sure, just because of the memories of getting those signed with Hudson. Every single one of those is because of a memory. So
Nice.
I love it. All right, guys. Garrett, I'm glad you came back on so we can say goodbye.
I missed the whole darn thing. I'm so pissed. I couldn't hear a thing. I am
We're
sorry.
talking shit about you the entire time.
Now
that's good news. You can wake up and watch it.
I successfully screwed Mark over on asking him about the bobblehead, and now I missed both Foo and Mark's top 5. I'm sure we'll catch that. I'll catch that at a better time. At least everyone else got it. That's what it's about, is everyone else, not me, even though I love to make it about.
We're gonna need an effort. We're gonna need a part 2 to this, man.
I hear you.
Sure.
I agree. Because this kept going, and we can easily keep going. No
What
problem.
are you guys doing tomorrow night?
For real.
What was I
Just
gonna
watching
say?
Chubbs.
For the Boston game, for the Bad Bunny game, we might go on live, or but I think that's a Monday night game.
Hey, hit us up. We'll put it together if you want to do it.
Yeah.
We'd love to do that. Something like that.
Might do it at the park or something, you know.
I wonder. I think I can stream it into the. You know what? If we do that, we might be able to stream it into your Facebook thing too. It would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Off
Onto
of
your
this, I think I can stream it into your Facebook onto the group. Which would be cool. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you guys are
That'd be
down for
dope.
that, we can put something together. So.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Cool. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us tonight, dude. I mean, we could probably talk for another 2, 3, 4 hours, no problem. But
Yep.
I got shit to do. So.
Hey, you guys are everything as advertised. Thank you for having us on, Eddie and Alex. Obviously, thank you guys. I know I just hit a year, but forget about me. The Bobblehead Boys is where we started, and shows like this, meeting guys like you, I can't say it enough that we've met so many jerk offs in this hobby and people that just want to eat, and it's refreshing to see 3 dudes that I could see myself chilling with. If you guys lived locally, maybe we'd indulge in an adult beverage, or whatever else, hang out, grab some bobbleheads and hit some
Pee in a bottle. Who knows?
Yeah. Piss in the trough all together, and then pee in the bottle on the way home.
Exactly.
Yo, Bobble,
If you guys
I need
pee in the same bottle, you
a
guys get closer.
Salvadorian heritage night jersey, bro,
I got you.
from
Thank
LA.
you. Thank you.
Okay, I got you.
I need one of those.
Yeah. Thank
All right,
you,
I
guys.
boys.
bet.
Thank you, Eddie. Thank you, Alex. Nice to meet you guys tonight.
It was a
All
pleasure,
right.
guys. Thank you very much.
Garrett, as always, it's always great talking to you, man. So everybody, thank you guys for joining us tonight. The last 11, you guys are legit. Trish, you think you get a bobblehead? You need to talk to one of these guys here.
Ocean's 11. Thank you guys for staying. You stole the bobblehead.
There you
Good
go.
night to Chubbs too.
Cool. Yeah, night Chubbs. Have a
night,
good one.
Chubbs.
And what? And
Yes.
Alex, what was your dog's name there? What was Pup's name?
That one was Nova, and I have Cosmo as well.
Nova. And
Cosmo's
Cosmo,
the
bro.
bobblehead. Nova was the one
Yeah.
on his lap.
Got
Yeah.
it.
The bully.
I love them both. I'm excited for both of them.
Hey,
Cool.
Harvey's pins are coming in too. Harvey, I got a pin coming in.
Nice,
Mark,
dude.
thank you.
I love
Should
my
be there any
boy.
day now.
Dude,
I love my boy.
that Tupac pin is too tough. I had to get that one.
That's nice.
Love it. Cool.
It is
All right,
nice.
guys. All right.
bro. Thanks.
Let's,
Hey,
we'll
y'all
meet.
have a good night. Tell your families good night from Garrett Collector.
Peace out, guys.
Later. Peace out. Later.
Later.